On last week's edition of Horror on the Orient Express, our heroes, being rested and recuperated, considered the next steps on their journey. Young Jasmina Morek pleaded with Jean-Luc that the meme Sahis be destroyed. However, the forensic archaeologist decided it best practice to keep a hold of it and study it, should it be of further use down the tracks with the simulacrum. Whilst enjoying their midday meal, Jimmy popped outside for a short stroll. During his walk, he was approached by Mihail Lonkar, who questioned him intently about the cultist knife. A brief brawl later, Jimmy was abducted, tied up, and thrown into a meat freezer where he was given a hand grenade. Meanwhile, the other investigators tracked down his captors to the Hovat brothers' butcher shop. It was here that a battle ensued. The old cobbler and tailor attacked, while the other wolves of Vinkovci attacked from within the shop. Our heroes dispatched the codgers and cultists with an explosive ending. What lies down the tracks at Belgrade? What purpose could the meme Sahis hold? Let's find out on tonight's episode of Horror on the Orient Express. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this evening's edition of Horror on the Orient Express. I am your most illustrious keeper of arcane lore, Moss. That's me. And these beautiful people around me are... I'm sorry, I got spit stuck in my throat. Our cast, our investigators, as it were. So let's go around and let's say hi to everybody. We do have kind of a Nomi in the background who's dealing with a little bit of the sniffles. Nomi, other than your nose, how are you?
I'm doing really good. I don't know if this is allergies or anything. I'm pretty sure it is, but woke up not feeling all that great. So I've just been kind of struggling, and I made myself a tea. It's not, well, okay, for tonight's dinner, fried rice that I made with a fried egg. That's tonight's dinner. And then tonight's drink, freshly squeezed lemon, hot water, extra virgin olive oil, cayenne pepper, black pepper, turmeric, and garlic. No whiskey. Nice. But other than that, I'm in good. Just can't smell anything. So if my house is on fire, oh well. And if you saw me, you'd be like, dang, she really let herself go today.
I'm sure that's not the case. I got to say, that drink kind of sounds a little gross. But, you know, to each her own. Speaking of extra virgin, JT, how are you?
I am fantastic and extra virgin. You best believe that. I've never said a truer thing in my... Oh, my God, my nose.
Good segues. Good segues, Buzz.
You set me up for it. I gotta give you credit on that one.
Oh my God, my nose.
All right. Well, yeah, elongated noses and all. Yeah, I don't have a good segue for that one. Except for, well, I guess long noses, Pinocchio, puppet, man of wood. Speaking of woodies, Chris, how are you?
Wow. Man, I wish you had just gone with the long nose thing or that. Why you had to call me out like that, I don't know.
Well, because
But,
there'd be
hi.
anti-Semitic implications if I said that.
Anyway, yes, it is I, Chris, hater of mayonnaise, in solidarity with my Irish brother Moss, apparently.
Wait,
So,
wait.
yeah.
Moss, you hate mayonnaise?
The most mayonnaise person in the room
over
hates
this.
mayonnaise. Yes.
We've been over this. It is a vile substance that belongs nowhere near a sandwich and or burger.
I mean,
This is the first I've heard of this.
yeah,
No.
well, get ready for another bomb. This guy likes mayonnaise on his pizza, apparently.
I didn't say that. I said I would put mayonnaise on my pizza before I put pineapple on that shit.
Which means you like it.
No,
Remember,
I
guys,
like something
That's so
better.
just insane.
Remember,
Tell
guys,
on yourself.
if you're thinking of mayonnaise, if it jiggles, it's fat.
Yep, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't
So,
completely
Jell-O
anything
is fat?
short.
Oh my God, can we
Anything
please stop
short
talking about
of
mayo? It's making me feel really
outright
sick.
Yeah, see, John Gordon knows. Yeah, but if it's anything short of outright rejection, it is you're condoning it. So, you know what? That's all I'll say.
Ew.
But speaking of outright rejection, wow, that's
Oh my fucking God.
that's
I
kind of mean.
reject you, Moss.
Frost, how are you?
I'm doing great. I feel included in a weird way, even though I've been rejected. Wait, is being rejected being included because I'm being talked about?
No.
This is like middle school all over again.
No.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Exactly. There's no such thing as bad press. I'm happy to be here and be not talking about that other substance we were talking about.
Wait, Frost, you don't like mayonnaise either?
No, I love mayonnaise. I just
okay.
was trying to get away from it so Sevvy didn't get sick on stream.
I don't know
Then we
why
got
she's
two cameras
getting
off.
sick. She said she liked mayonnaise. Now all of a sudden I'm
I
starting to not
do.
believe her. Not
No,
believing her
I
now.
don't like it, but then like
Sevvy's full of
the
lies.
way that Moss was describing it was making me feel physically ill.
It is.
Now,
it's
okay,
true.
Moss, whatever you just did for the mayonnaise, describe the next monster that way.
Mhm.
No,
She is going to
ew.
totally fail her sand roll.
I've never eaten a dimensional shambler though. I don't know. I just
Oh, I'm sure you've eaten plenty of
Yeah.
dimensional shambler and you just
No.
didn't know it because
Clip
it's
that.
sprinkled in your food.
Wow.
you
Kinky.
should hear me describe tomatoes because it's just as gross.
Okay, that one I agree with you. I straight up hate tomatoes, but mayonnaise, Moss,
Yeah,
mayonnaise is
mayonnaise.
delicious.
Exactly. Tell them both. And
It's
Chris too. Chris
You
too.
know what? And the next stream that you and I are gonna have together, I don't know when that's gonna be. I'm just gonna bring out a massive tub of mayonnaise and just eat it straight out of the jar.
There you go.
There's
Without a spoon.
it just reminds me of I mentioned it in another stream, or maybe it wasn't on stream, it was just behind the scenes or something like that. But this reminds me so much of the episode of The Office where Michael's all depressed about something and he's eating out of this container, and Jim walks into the break room and says, "Oh, ice cream at 10 a.m." He says, "I'm depressed, but this isn't ice cream. We didn't have any. This is just mayonnaise and black olives."
Oh, see, I eat that.
You know what?
What?
Yes.
That is a joke. That's supposed to be a joke.
Okay.
I
I
would
don't know
still
what you're
eat that.
saying, Moss, but I just know that Gore, India went up 20 points in Gore's book somehow, like out of nowhere.
So let me
Sounds
get this
delicious.
straight. Let me get this straight. A big tube of blended up egg and black olives you'll eat, but a tomato, no, yucky. Get that away from me.
Hey, you don't
Okay,
like
okay.
tomatoes?
First of all, blended.
I love tomatoes.
Oh, you just described mayonnaise as just basically egg salad with black olives.
Egg puree, I guess.
Yeah,
Egg
and then-
puree. Wow.
It's
then
not
put-
egg
but-
salad though. It's
but sprinkle
mayonnaise.
but sprinkle that with like red pepper flakes.
I
and
mean,
then
on
some
top of that is
avocado.
basically fart fuel.
Well,
Wow.
moving on. Speaking
You
of
guys
fart
are
fuel,
making
Sevvy,
it
how are you?
weird. You guys are making everything so weird. Oh my God.
We can
I
ruin
don't know.
anything. Oh, it's a new podcast. We
No,
can ruin anything.
screwing everything. No! Why
Yes.
Boomer? No!
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Color from
Ah.
outer space. Colored mayonnaise.
Oh my god. All right. Well, hello everybody. I normally like mayo, but I really don't like that weird description of it jiggling around like that. I don't no. I don't
mean, it
want to
does
think
jiggle.
of I don't want to think of my food as moving. No, also don't let it get on my hair. Oh my god. No,
Well, it gets bubblegum
ew.
out.
Well, I don't want to put mayo on my hair. Like I'm very cautious about what touches my hair.
Well, it's probably really good for your hair. Probably moisturizes it.
No,
Yes, it does. It's
And
highly
she's gonna be going on
moisturizing.
camera soon, just like, oh.
Well, I'm not doing that. But hello, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today because it is Monday. It is Cycle
Yay.
Week, and that means it is time to torture Moss, our GM.
Yay!
And by torture,
Let's
meaning
go.
he can't kill us on game.
Yeah, let's see how much we can make him cry today.
You know what?
Chat.
I think instead of me trying to challenge you and kill your characters and all of this stuff, I'm just gonna let everything go. Let it be a breeze for you guys. Let it be incredibly easy. I'll just give you all the clues.
It'd make your life easier for sure.
Oh
And,
my gosh, are you letting us free ball it?
Yeah. Well, I'm free balling
Oh,
every day.
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just.
Oh, you
that's
guys
just
heard
what I
that
wanna
he's
do.
free balling.
Oh, by the way, thank you to Dragon Noodle Soup. $20 to Frost. There you go, Frost. But speaking of Eureka points,
Where do I pick up the check?
at your nearest Western Union.
I'll be right back.
Comes with a complimentary jar of mayonnaise.
All right, so let's talk about benefits here for a second, guys,
Shots.
because we are all fans of the social safety net, and thank you to you all for providing these guys a bit of a social safety net. Now, we do get one silver benefit to Chris from Eccentric. We did get fan art of Clay, Jimmy, India, and Camellia by Sassy Witch. We got 56 likes last stream. We did redeem 30 we did redeem them at 36, but we only got 18 comments from last stream. That's literally half of what we normally get. When I said at the end of last stream, when I said that, you know, I'd be looking out for 36 comments to see if this was a setup, I didn't mean comment less, guys. Okay? That's not what I meant. More is
Scared 'em
better.
off.
More is better. I don't mean I'm not scary. Look at me. I'm like small and frail. I'm tiny, little bitty pale guy. You know, just a little guy. I'm not
little
scary.
guy.
Yeah, just
Like a nasty little pigmy.
well, nasty. Hey now.
Pygmy. Yeah.
Anywho, oh, we got Dragon Noodle Soup member for 2 months. I'm currently threatening Erudai's life over the Fandelver campaign. Well done and good luck with that, Dragon Noodle Soup. Everyone seems to be threatening Erudai's life nowadays. But in total, that gives us 2 Eureka points to Chris and 1 to Frost, Sevvy, and Nomi. So congratulations, you guys.
There's an old man here who feels unloved, and it's not Frost.
It's because of the mayo stance, isn't it?
I'm only 32. Am I old?
Wow, I did not know that.
You didn't know I was 32?
No.
Oh, well, now you know. The more you know. Anywho. All right. So with that, by the way, guys, if you hear any music and or sound effects over the course of this stream, we can thank Sirenscape for that. If we shout them out for using their sound effects and music, then they won't copyright strike our channel, and that's pretty cool. Dragon Noodle Soup for $20. Okay, JT can have one. There you go, JT. A pity Eureka point.
Now I feel better. Thank you.
All right, so let me get us swooshed. Yep. All right. So when last we left off, you all were walking away from the scene of a horrendous crime that you guys killed
Committed?
2 old people. You killed a collection of butchers and then exploded the entire butcher shop.
It was
And
epic.
it was kind of epic. You guys did very well in that fight, even though just getting out of the hospital, some of you did get hurt a little bit more. But you walk away in slow motion away from the explosion. A little bit to fast forward just a little bit. The police do eventually arrive at the scene of the crime and do find all of the bodies lying around. Not a whole lot is talked about it. You do see an article in the newspaper mentioning it the next day, but later on that very day, we'll say that you guys, those of you who would like to, can escort Jasmina to the train station where she departs for Paris.
Moss, could you just get rid of the miracle bar because
is it not reset?
Streamlabs
Yeah, it's not
Streamlabs.
resetting, is it?
We can't log into Streamlabs, so we can't reset it.
Okay. Let me see. Boop. Gone. Okay. All right. And as you guys bid her adieu, you see all the porters on the train, on the platform, gather all of her luggage, load it into the fourgons of the train. She bids you all adieu, kisses you all on the cheek, or those of you who would be of that persuasion.
Shucks.
And says, I cannot thank you enough for all of your help in finding my father's killer and, well, making sure that these artifacts go to the right place. Thank you. And do look me up whenever you come back to Paris.
If we live through this, sure.
If we don't die.
I saw everything that you all are capable of here. I don't think any harm will befall you, or at least not any that can kill you. Something tells me that perhaps you are blessed, or just incredibly lucky.
Old boy, when have you seen me without my pants?
Who are you talking to?
Whoever
Yeah,
said
who's
this.
that directed to?
Old boy, Jasmina.
I'll say this
Oh.
is Jasmina.
Oh, well, you made her sound like a man there for a minute. Old girl,
Well, I'm a man.
when
I
did
can't
you see
speak
me
for
without my
myself.
pants? Said we were blessed. Some of us are.
Well, sometimes when it's not quite so cold outside, I can. Anyway, I'm going to get on the train now.
What a coincidence!
oh,
So are we.
Oh, you are going back to Paris?
No, actually, no. We're going the other way. But we'll see you in Paris.
Dear girl, watch out for those underground monsters. There are plenty of them, and they'll eat your face.
I will be sure to avoid the catacombs or any basements or
Just make sure the catacombs
sewers.
avoid you.
There's lots of weirdos out there running around in rubber masks. Watch out for them too.
All right. She is profoundly unsure of what to say with that and just turns around and gets on the train. And as the train pulls out of the station, you see this large burst of steam. The horn, the whistle on the train is loud and almost deafening. And she leans out the window and waves her handkerchief in the wind at you guys and says, I will never forget you. Goodbye. And off she goes to the west towards Paris. And you all know that your all's train leaves the next day.
Well, Clay is going to go. I guess the one thing he's going to accomplish is go back to the hotel and disrobe and take a bath and clean all of his wounds out from all the shrapnel that went into his back. Actually, he might want to go to, because he doesn't want to get infections, he's probably going to go to the hospital.
I'm gonna also go to the hospital as well.
He's reluctantly going to do this, but he's been under the care of enough nurses and doctors in his many years that he's like, I'll let them do what they do. They're experts-ish.
So at least we both are going to the hospital. I don't know if anybody else is coming.
I'd like to think that we're standing there saying goodbye to her while he's just slowly bleeding.
I'm going back
A
to the
slow
bookstore.
trickle of blood going down your back.
The back of his coat and everything, his
Yeah.
pants is just riddled with little holes, and he's smoking
Yeah.
slightly.
Oh, I will ask Jean-Luc if he could ask about the books that I ordered.
Of course.
Oh, thank you. All right. And I'll go to the hospital.
All right. So you guys go to the hospital. You are treated relatively promptly. You can tell that the doctors and nurses who are there are a little bit inquisitive as to how you got in the state that you're at, but you don't understand a word that they're saying. So they treat you. You hand over, say, I don't know, what's an emergency visit to the hospital cost you? I think
Do they have
Probably
copays or is it
$5.
co-insurance?
there is no insurance. They don't accept Blue Cross Blue Shield here. So you're out of their network, so it's going to cost you 30 pounds sterling each.
Okay. Well, there goes my daily spending.
All right. There was.
Well, part of it anyway.
You'll be fine, Mr. Moneybags.
All right. So you guys who go to the hospital, you are no longer bleeding. Clay, you are all bandaged up. You've got bandages wrapped around your entire torso. Basically, they probably spent the better part of 2.5 hours pulling out the little bits of fragmentation from that grenade. But in the end, you are covered in gauze and bandages and given, strangely enough, a prescription of laudanum.
Excellent.
To ease the pain. And same for you, Camellia. And you do recover 1 hit point each. So those of you who have, do any of you have major wounds from that?
I got a wound from that.
Well, I lost 4 hit points, but I don't know if that was.
Okay.
I don't think that was a major one.
Yeah,
No,
I think Nomi got a. Well, wait. Nomi got a major wound from getting smacked in the head. I got a major wound from a grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lost
so Nomi
7.
would need to be also in the hospital.
And I did. Chris also take.
No, Jimmy
he
is
was
ironically the only one to come out of that experience completely unscathed.
Right, he was hurt
Me too.
before, but not this time.
Yeah, you got the you got Shooter up on the rooftop, and then the one who was responsible for the hand grenade, or partially responsible for the hand grenade, that both came out unscathed. Nomi, do you go to the hospital as well?
You're muted, by the way, if you're talking to Nomi.
Dang it. I was trying. I was even weighing in here and there, but you guys were responding as like, okay, I guess you can ignore me because I like mayonnaise. But I do want to go. Oh, I'm that worded. That came out weird. I'm so sorry, guys. See what allergies do to me? Yes, I'm going to the hospital. I need to get my head checked because I'm saying gibberish things like this. Yeah, I hit my head too hard.
All right. So you will also recover 1 hit point.
Yay.
And for those of you, just as a reminder, you recover from the major wound as soon as you recover all the hit points that got you to that major wound, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
All right. So, Sevvy, are you really DMing me about insurance in Croatia?
Yes, in the 1940s. Yes, well, 1920s. Yes.
Oh, okay. So are you a member of Croatia Insurance?
No, but you said there was no such thing as insurance in Croatia.
No, I said that at first, and I took it back and said you were out of network.
Okay, all
You
right.
did say
Somebody better put her in there.
But
probably.
funnily enough, the insurance in Croatia was started based on seamen who went out to sea and had to sign life insurance contracts in the event that they were captured.
It was started for mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Wow. And we're back on the
Mayonnaise.
subject. And we're killing Nomi again.
Only slightly and ever so slightly.
Only one thing worse
Maxie
than
wants to
mayonnaise.
know.
Mayonnaise.
Daxie wants to know, Frost, did you take a sip or just show the hip flex?
I just showed it because I'm going to take a sip, but not until we get back to the safe confines of our hotel. But on the way back, since he's sitting forward in the seat and not leaning his back against the back of the car seat, he's just going to look over to Camellia and say, "So, Jimmy, would you be interested in an apprentice mobster?"
An apprentice mobster?
What?
He's very good
Oh
at
my
handling
God.
hand grenades. I'm just letting you know that
We're just passing Jimmy around. Is that what's going on?
Are you saying you don't want me to work for you anymore, Mr. York?
no, I'm saying that you're pretty good with a hand grenade. You took out that business.
That's a good way to phrase it.
Gosh. Well, I guess if Miss Camilla wants me to take me on board, I guess I can go with her. Jimmy's just going to be giving you puppy dog eyes the whole time.
Oh, Jimmy, I didn't know you wanted to rise to the levels of hopefully a lieutenant. Is that really where you want to go? That means that you're gonna have to move to Chicago.
Well,
Do you want to be a part of the mob?
that's what Mr. York thinks is best.
Well, think about how fun it's gonna be. I mean, at first though, because you're not really a made man, you're just gonna have to do a lot of errands. Rough up a couple of people, make sure they're paying their bills.
I would have stopped before man, really.
So Clay is going to take
I'm not there.
a big sip out of the flask.
Well, okay. I guess I'm your
Archer
apprentice
style.
now, Miss
And
Camilla.
then hand the flask to Jimmy and is like, "You need to learn how to take a joke, son."
Holy crap, Moss has lights in his house. Something I never knew.
Oh my God! Moss paid his electric bill.
Moss doesn't use candles to light his house?
See how
What?
much money
Yeah.
he saved not buying mayonnaise?
It's true. Yep. True. I can buy so much stuff now that my mayonnaise budget is.
Okay, wait a second, Moss. I think you
Okay.
need to get a jar behind you, like one of those big plastic or glass jars. Put a label on it and say "Not Mayonnaise Fund." And every time you don't
Yeah.
spend money on mayonnaise, just throw it in there.
Yeah. There you go.
Wouldn't that be
I like
fucking
it.
money?
Well, are you
Maybe.
sure, Jimmy? I mean, you could learn a lot, and eventually, you can learn to be an assassin for the mob.
Hold
Hush.
on. Is that a cat? Okay, it is a cat. I was like, is that a cat or a
Yeah, cat.
mosquito?
It's a kitty.
That's a big mosquito.
Oh. I
Everyone
was
was
like,
land of the
someone's gonna
lost
be-
mosquitoes.
It's
You know,
like, go
I'm
ahead.
torn because, like, as Chris, I totally want to see Jimmy's mafia arc, but Jimmy doesn't want to. Jimmy doesn't want to leave Mr. York.
I don't feel comfortable in this zoot suit, man.
My whole budget is mayonnaise
I definitely
Well-
want
and
to
hot
see that.
sauce.
And then, if you get to be really, really good, then I'll teach you how to paint the walls red, Jimmy.
Gosh, that's one of my favorite colors, Miss Camellia. Maybe it won't be so bad after all. All right, I'll be your apprentice now.
Roll it down.
Okay,
Wow.
all right, that's what you want.
Hot diggity.
All right.
God, I wish I was there for that.
So, Jean-Luc, you head back and you check with, oh God, what was his name? It was a name. I think it's Pieter or something. Then you check with the bookstore guy
Yes.
for
Sorry,
the
guys.
information that Camellia had requested.
Yeah, and my stuff too. I didn't just go for her.
Oh, well, you already went to see him for your stuff, right?
Yeah, but I wanted more stuff.
You wanted more
Why?
stuff? What other stuff did you want?
About spells for like shielding and protection and shit like that,
Okay.
or at least leads to it.
Go ahead
reference.
and give me a luck roll first of all.
Ooh, of all the things, give me a sec. Cat, get your butt out my face. Cat.
Yep, I completely forgot that you said that. That's what you wanted.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, he says, unfortunately, I have been unable to procure any of the materials that would be required to learn any of these spells, but and you could tell that as you're kind of talking to him, he seems a little bit more crazed, not quite himself.
Oh,
It seems as though some of the material that he's been looking over, especially from the book that Clay had given him, might be taking a toll on him.
you sure about that, old boy? You look a little haggard.
Oh,
A little world weary or something.
world weary? No. Of course not.
Do I know that Clay gave him that book?
I don't think you kept it a secret, did you, Clay?
No, I think you were actually in the store.
I was there, right?
Yeah, you were.
I was there too, and he gave it to him. And Camellia said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And he was like, "Yep." I was like, "All right."
And I think I rolled at some point in time in this game that I knew what that book was, right? Like I think you told me I knew. You've been reading that book, have you, old boy?
Yes, that is very interesting.
Oh, it'll bake your noodle, I'm sure.
There's lots of mind-opening passages inside.
That's where you have to be careful. Some passages should remain closed, if you catch my meaning, old boy.
Yes.
You never know what's going to slip out of those passages and worm its way into your brain.
But what is knowledge, if cost is considered?
You know,
Knowledge at any cost.
I agree with you 100%, old boy. Speaking of which, did you get my friend Camille's books that she ordered? Any of them?
Oh, yes. I looked into some of the things that she was asking about, and this is what I found. And he goes over a couple of the things with you.
Did you give me any money, by the way, just in case?
I paid ahead of time.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
He goes over a few of the things with you that he had found out. He did a little bit of the research for you on some of the subjects that Camellia had mentioned. As it pertains to the shunned mosque in particular, there is actually no known information about that. He kind of, as he's kind of letting you know what he's found about it, give me, I guess, a psychology roll.
All right. That I do have. I thought it was higher than that, but whatever. Good enough.
Good enough. Yeah, you can tell that he wasn't, based on what he's reporting to you, he wasn't really sure where to look, as it seems as though there were no references to anything regarding the Shunned Mosque. You would guess that based on that, the Shunned Mosque is probably not a term that is commonly used.
I was going to say, did we have any alternative, callings for it or names for it?
I was not able to find anything.
No, I'm asking you if we had any other alternative names for it. Like, was it mentioned in any other reference or way?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
Because in whatever writings that you had found, as it pertains to the Brotherhood, everything just mentioned the Shun Mosque.
Okay.
Now, mosques in general, he does let you know that there are over 400 mosques currently active in Constantinople.
Yeah, that's
so if you're just looking one by one, it's probably going to take you a while. So you'd gather that you'd probably have to narrow it down by a little bit of investigation once you get there.
Any leads on that by any chance?
Nothing yet, no.
Any mosques that seem strange or have weird goings on, that would be helpful. I bet that would probably bring us right to it, I'm sure.
I don't have any maps of anything in particular, no. I do
not so much maps, just whisperings of strange mosques where strange things happened, or maybe cultish behavior would be, other than the normal cultish behavior you'd find in a mosque. Right, old boy? Anyway, you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. Well, the only thing I can tell you is that there are certain mosques that some people avoid, at least based on what I've been researching. Kinds of in bad neighborhoods, lots of high crime and things of that nature.
Can you jot those down for me, and if possible, locations?
He will jot whatever he has down for you.
Okay. Is it a lot?
There's a few. As far as it's enough to where you would have to probably cover some distance and go check them out one by one.
Right.
But he writes down about, I don't know, probably about a dozen of them.
Okay.
That he's read about.
That's something more than we had.
Yeah. As far as maps, Camellia had mentioned maps. There are old maps, but he tells you that it's borderline impossible to discern which roads or buildings are abandoned unless comparing to a modern map. So, because Camellia had asked about abandoned roads and tunnel systems and things of that nature. Basically, you'd have to find an old map and you'd have to find a new one to figure out which ones are
right
abandoned, which ones are not used anymore.
He didn't find the new ones.
You can easily enough get a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, if we're there, I doubt they sell them everywhere. Oh, that Constantinople road map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tunnels. Yeah.
She'd also asked about the police force. Mostly the police force is municipal and under the ultimate authority of the president of Turkey, Mustafa Ataturk. Ataturk.
That's an unfortunate name. All right.
It's Turkish.
Anything else?
One more thing. She also asked about mob activity. Obviously, that's not something that is widely broadcasted, but through my connection, I was able to at least kind of discern a little bit of goings on there. So there's a lot of anti-British, French, Greek, and Italian sentiment in Constantinople, thanks to the current occupation.
Well, that would make sense,
Post-Great War. So
those people.
The mob activity, while it is possible that it is there and in some sort of operation, is probably minimal.
No names, contacts, anything go to.
Well, if that was broadcast, they'd probably be outed and exiled or killed.
I see your point. So basically nothing really to tell. I mean, other than a minor lead here.
Yes. Unfortunately, everything that you were asking for is very broad as far as information is concerned.
Well,
not a whole lot is known about
the
this.
information we were given is broad, and I didn't know exactly what she was looking for, but do my best to give it back the information that you have.
You will give him copies of the actual maps, right? On tunnels?
Or lack of tunnels.
He didn't have any maps of tunnels. He can provide a newer map, which if you want, here, we'll do this. Which actually, you would know the map that he would have is very similar to the map that you all have in your traveler's guide that you got whenever you first boarded the Orient Express.
Okay.
That's not where we're headed next, is it?
No, you would know that you've got a couple of stops between here.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I think we're going to Sophia, the next one, or
the other one.
There's one along the way. It is Belgrade, actually. And so I'll bring this up to you once again. Let's see. Where was it?
Hey, there's supposed to be one here. Did we not go there?
Let's see.
Did we go to the museum?
No, that's actually, so there is a section in here that says there may be a piece in the kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slavens. Start at the National Museum of Belgrade. Dr. Milovan Todorovic
Oh,
is
okay.
the
So that's on the
curator.
way. Okay.
Yeah, that's where she sent the stuff too, right?
She sent the stuff to Dr. Jordanoff in Sofia.
Oh, okay. So she sent the stuff to Sophia. We have to go to the one Belgrade. Okay.
Belgrade first. Okay.
Yep. 36 likes. Thank you, Smooth, for the notification. So everybody gets a Eureka
Sweet.
point.
Which one is closer, Sofia or Belgrade? Because these aren't in order, obviously, because Paris is lower than that one.
Yeah. So Belgrade is the next stop along the way of the Orient
Okay.
Express.
Okay. So there might be one there. Excellent. And then there might be one in the last spot. Perfect. Perfect, boss. Perfect.
All right. So
I kill him and drain all his blood and drink.
very good. Very good. I like it. Ataturk,
Wow.
wasn't he a huge? Yes,
And I
Daxter. I'm
take the
pretty
book
sure that
as well.
Ataturk was a very important person in Turkish history.
If only it were that easy, I would do it.
All right. So, with all of that in mind, you all are free to do what you would like in Vinkovci, at least until your train leaves the next day.
I go back and give her and relay all that information that he just gave me and embellish what I said to him as well.
Okay.
Fascinating.
So now you have all that, which is a lot of nothing.
Yeah, basically.
And maybe 12 mosques.
Okay.
Guess I'll just brush
well-
up on my conversational Turkish.
12 months will be helpful, I guess. Unless it's referring to an abandoned mosque that's no longer in service.
It's really not that much helpful, but it's
Yeah.
better than 400. It narrows
Good,
down
yeah.
at least 12 to start with.
Well, once we get to Belgrade, we can hit up the library and do some more research.
True. Who knows what we might find? Jimmy may learn Turkish, or he may fail miserably.
Nope, not today.
Yeah.
All right. Is anybody else doing anything before it's time for you all to leave?
Well, I go get a steak while they're in the hospital still, because that didn't take very long, obviously.
Yeah.
I will practice
Clay
my
will,
Turkish.
yeah, Clay will practice his Turkish as well.
I hate Turkish.
Okay. So
Nice.
everybody who is practicing Turkish can go ahead and give me a roll.
Please.
But I'll
Nope.
learn it on the train.
All right.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let me learn something. Don't let me be dumb. I'm as dumb as Jimmy. I'm dumber than
Fumble.
Jimmy.
That's a fumble. You lose that
Both
one.
Turkish bums, Jimmy.
Would you like to come back to my place and bouncy bouncy?
That's the Hungarian dictionary, Jimmy.
Oh, no wonder I got it wrong.
All right. So, you all spend the night in Vinkovci, the last night, as it seems as though this might have been the longest stint on your journey towards Constantinople, thanks to all of the healing and everything that's happened so far.
The least
But
painful part of the journey. Oh, for me anyway.
yeah, I think, is this the only one you've not been? Yeah, definitely the only one you've not been.
I think so.
Yep. So the next day comes, the train is ready to go. Wilson, the unauthorized biography of Tom Hanks, left a Canadian $20. Can't stay, so I'll just leave this. At an opportune moment, Calvino gives Clay a helpful nudge, turning his head at the right moment, tripping him, or giving a helpful meow.
That's awesome. Thank you, Wilson.
I like
Nice.
it.
Thank you,
That's pretty cool.
Calvino.
All right. So you all stand at the train station. All of your luggage is loaded into the fourgon. You notice that there is a little bit of a police presence here, but nobody seems to be asking too many questions. And you all are loaded onto the Orient Express. The very same luxurious cabins await you. You know that this is about a 4-hour journey from Vinkovci to Belgrade. So there is planned dinner time will be somewhere in there around 5 o'clock in the evening. But you all hop on board the train and continue
You betcha.
your journey eastward.
So, what time is it when we hop on this mysterious train?
Let's see, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, time for drinks.
Stay
To the bar.
Yay, my
To the bar
favorite.
indeed.
All right, so you all make your way to the salon car.
Funnily enough, no matter what time you said we was gonna be, I was gonna say the same thing.
Salon cost.
All right.
The bar.
Oh, you know
Some
what?
vodka over here, please.
Yes,
For
please
me
make.
and my new trainee.
And one of the servants comes over to you and hands you whatever kind of liquor that you would like.
I think the word you were looking for is patsy, old girl.
Well, that's also true. You didn't hear, John Luke. Jimmy decided he wanted to learn the art, or I should say the fine art of being on the other side of the law.
Oh, really?
I'm a made
Well,
man, Mr. J.
Oh, that's awesome. I would say, if anything, it looks like Clay has learned the art of passing the buck, and I appreciate his skills because he learned from the best. Let me tell you.
I
Did
already
we do
paid
the
my dues.
Sirenscape shout out, by the way?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, first thing you wanna learn, Jimmy, is how to hold your liquor.
Oh gosh, may have to take a remedial course on that, Miss
Start
Camille.
drinking. Heads up.
Okay.
Bottoms up, bottoms up.
Yeah,
Let me see
bottoms
your
up.
cup. Sounds like
Yep.
you're ready. We're about to turn this club up.
Okay.
Wait,
Wait, was that a song in the 20s? In the 1920s?
And then,
Sure.
well, yeah.
Bottom
Can I
up.
get that Coke? Can I get
1,
that
2,
Henny?
3,
Can I get that
skidoo.
Coke? Can I get the Henny? Can I get that
Uh,
margarita?
I guess
It's
Jimmy's
one of
gotta
those
roll
Michael J. Fox
Constitution.
moments that you guys, you might not be ready for that yet, but your kids are going to love it.
Yeah, can I get an espresso martini or is that too soon?
Too soon.
Hey, Jimmy can
Oh,
use
of
liquor.
course you
You
can
probably
get
get a
one.
martini.
Yeah.
History eraser button says Jimmy, don't trust Camellia on being her apprentice. They will never let you get made.
See,
Oh, he's-
I know that, but Jimmy doesn't know that.
He's
Yeah.
gonna
Free
get made, all
parachute.
right.
I did say it was gonna be a long road. Maybe you'll get there. Maybe.
You know, Jimmy, old boy, just think you're learning from 3 legends all the knowledge you're going to gain when you get out of this alive. Oh, yeah, no, probably not. But I'm sure you're going to learn a great deal in the meantime.
Oh boy, lucky me.
And this is not something you can put in your resume, just so that you're aware.
Oh, also, you
shucks.
can never walk away from it, Jimmy.
That's also true. If you're
Be
sure,
this is what you
Clay,
want.
You know, Clay, old boy, I thought I was a right proper bastard, but now that I think about it, you're worse than I am.
once you
geez.
start, Jimmy, there is no walking away, except in a body bag.
You sold him into slavery, for God's sake, for a nickel.
I didn't even get paid. He's got to learn how to be a man at some point, and he's on
But
his way.
this definitely will teach him how to be a man. Well, no, it will not teach him how to be a man. It will teach him how to kill efficiently. No, it
Well, that's
won't.
something.
He might
If it
just
were
die.
about teaching him how to kill efficiently, I would have kept him on. As it is, it was a joke, but he seems to have jumped in with both legs. Hopefully they
Well,
stay
I mean,
attached.
Jimmy, you're sure this is what you want? There is no going back.
Well, golly, I sure do love new experiences and everything, Mrs. C.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, Jimmy,
Camellia will try
that has a different connotation than I think you realize.
Oh my god, that also does, yeah. That's a fact.
Gosh, whatever do you mean, Mr. Jean-Luc?
Something about next Tuesday, Jimmy. I'm not sure.
How about
Wow.
you just call me Camellia?
Okay, Miss Camellia. I'm gonna stand over here working on my best mafia scowl. And
No,
Jimmy
what
is
you
going-
need to. I mean, well, also that, but you need to then start to learn how to clean weapons appropriately. So take off your own, dismantle it, and start cleaning it.
You did
Oh,
that we're
boy.
on a train, right? In the dining car.
Okay, well, maybe not right now, but then I guess when people leave.
I mean,
Then
I'm
yes.
all for a little good mayhem here and there, but I hardly think this is the place to be field dressing one's weapon. But what the hell do I know? I'm a
The
madman, right?
voice from above said guns are legal here.
Oh, you know, that's a good point. I'm not really worried about the law here for some reason. It seems like we've been granted some sort of temporary reprieve from all...
It's almost as if God looked down and said, I'm too tired to look up the laws.
He said you're free from all persecution on this journey. I don't know what happened, but I, for one, am going to take full advantage of it. I am going to kill that bookstore man before I leave and drain all his blood and leave him in the back.
You should do that. You should do that. Wait, drain his blood? What?
As it pertains to laws, you know that, especially you, Camellia, with your 90% or whatever it is that you have, you would know that in this area of the world, there really aren't any restrictions on firearms, but they are subject to customs fees.
Okay. Well, I mean, I already have the gun. I'm sure we'll pay the custom fees anyway. But they're never gonna get my flamethrower or my Tommy gun because the Italian mob hid it.
Not here.
No, I have not taken it out of the thing.
You haven't.
Yeah.
You haven't used it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have not used my Tommy gun. Haven't you noticed the fact that you have not wanting to kill yourself in Minecraft for like several weeks now?
I've actually noticed quite the opposite, even without the Tommy gun. He seems to regret his life every time we've played this game. Huh? I mean, I can be crazy, but what do I know?
Oh, that's true. Is there a mafia discount in the custom fees for guns?
No, especially in a country that really hates Italians right now.
Well, I mean, I might be of Italian descent, but I'm actually American.
Oh, even worse.
You suck, Mas.
Where's Belgrade again?
Belgrade is still in the kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovens.
And they hate Americans too?
No, it's mostly British, Greek, Italian, and French.
Oh, I don't blame him for hating the British. Oh, wait a minute. Shit.
You're British.
That's
No,
me.
you're not British anymore. You're French. Remember? Your new papers say you're French.
A whole new
John
level of
Paul
hatred.
Strathmore.
It's funny how easy you can get the papers these days.
And
It's funny how easy it is to get papers nowadays.
about this time, you see, as you're kind of sitting there conversing amongst yourselves in the salon car, you see that a very kind of a shorter guy walks in with a tall top hat.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but did we leave India back in wherever the hell we just came from?
No, she's here with us drinking. She said she was the first one to sit down and order drinks with me.
I was
so
double
sorry.
fisting before you guys even made a decision.
I've never heard her so quiet for so long. I didn't even know she was here. My bad.
My allergies
She was
are
so
also not
quiet
doing
'cause-
great.
She was quiet because she was drinking shot after shot after shot. So
Well, I can respect that. That's for sure.
yeah. I tip my hat to you.
Oh, thank you.
And about this
Can
time, India, you feel a slight tap on your shoulder.
Uh-huh.
And you look up and you see there is a very finely dressed gentleman. A little bit on the shorter side, but he wears a tall top hat and a black tie. He says, hello, are you Americans?
Did
And
you
you look
say
and you see-
hero?
This is a very finely dressed Chinese man, from what you can tell.
Oh, hello.
Something wrong.
Don't touch China.
It's
China
not
ice hole.
hero.
Are you all Americans?
Oh,
I
heavens
mean,
no.
I can be if you want me to.
Why would I want to be one of
Depends.
those? Oh,
Maybe we are,
depends on
maybe we
who's
are. Who's
asking.
asking?
Oh, my name is Zhang Zhu, and I was just doing business in...
oh, sir, I'll have another drink and some dinner rolls if you don't mind, right? The other help, of course.
No, I am a very prestigious businessman.
Oh no, come on now, sir. I will have another drink, and so will my friends here. Please help us out.
Hold on. What would I roll to see if he's actually a prestigious man?
Either give me maybe a credit rating.
Psychology? Credit rating? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I failed.
Yeah,
That's
it's hard for you
impossible.
to
He's
tell.
a Chinaman.
About the only thing you can tell is that he is not wearing the usual garb of the stewards on the Orient Express.
Mhm.
He's wearing kind of
Does
a black suit and a black tie with
Does
a top hat.
he look
He's a
Chinese?
well-dressed servant.
Oh, he is undoubtedly Chinese. He's about 5'3".
Okay.
Speaks with a very heavy accent, but definitely knows English.
You know, Camille,
And
they really do dress these waiters up really good on this train. I am quite impressed.
I'm
It
not
is first
sure,
class.
I'm not sure why you think I am a waiter. I am just a humble Chinese businessman, hoping to
Please
make
excuse
new friends on my way back to China.
I'm gonna sense motive.
I'm gonna
Okay,
do
give me
spot
some-
hidden.
There is no sense motive. Okay,
But
that
he's
would
just
be.
drinking.
Would it be psychology or spot hidden to see if he's lying to me?
Psychology.
You say you're a businessman, right, my friend? Does that mean you helped to build this railroad by any chance?
No, I did
I
not
hear you
build a
Chinamen
railroad.
love to build railroads or something like that.
I'm a man of textiles, silks,
Oh,
things of that sort.
okay. You're in the
And you can
textile
tell,
business.
yeah, and you can tell that he's telling you the truth, Camellia.
Okay. Huh. You're in the textile business.
Yes.
Say, how often do you send items to America then?
Camellia, dear girl, aren't you in the textile business as well?
I was just
To some degree in fashion? Yes, I am.
I was overseeing some business in Paris with some of the finest of fashion moguls, and they were
Oh.
sending a shipment to New York City.
Ah, very, very fancy. What type of materials do you export? Do you export silk? Or do you export more
Mostly silk and cotton.
cotton? Okay. All right. Well, that's I don't see how you could find cotton in China, but
You do know we have pretty much cornered the market of cotton in America, right?
You do not know
Wait,
how
I don't
big a
care.
Chinese is. China is a big.
No, I've heard tell about how big the Chinese are, and I'm pretty sure they're not as big as us three right here, if you get my meaning, little man.
No, the country of China. There's plenty of there is a plenty of cotton. Do you mind if I? And he points down to one of the empty seats next to you all. Do you mind if I have a seat?
go for it.
I would very much like to tell you all about China.
I'm
Okay,
good
maybe
as
not.
Or just
just
Rook. There is no one on this train who speaks English. No one speaks Chinese. I can't expect anyone to speak Chinese. But you all speak American, or I'm sorry, English. And I can speak English, and you're really the only people I can talk to.
Oh, that's so sad.
Are
Well,
you saying
boy,
you're
howdy.
hungry?
Wow.
Ha.
Why
I'll
you
tell
saying?
you what. You can definitely. We can definitely talk about other things. So, for example, did you do any sightseeing in Paris?
Yeah, there was a. I tried to go down into the catacomb, but they were.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they were blocked off. I don't know why.
Oh, I heard there is a monster down there.
Monster. No,
Yeah.
that's a fairy tale.
No,
Yes,
no,
I did.
no. I heard tales of it. They're supposed to be about 7 feet tall, langly, black, with long nails that have like claws, and they're supposed to like go after people, particularly small individuals.
I was going to say,
I heard it.
I'm pretty sure, boy, that he is particularly fond of Chinese food.
Give me a fast talk roll, Camellia.
I'm not fast talking. I'm telling the truth.
You don't know how tall it was. Sounds like you're
I did a
really
spot.
scared.
She's
I'm gonna
Oh.
spot hidden on the guy.
I like what
Just-
Tomic said. She's describing Clay.
There is no. That's
You
all
like
just a
being
fairy
Chinese?
tale. There's no way that those monsters don't
Kill
exist.
Chinese, I'm sure.
I heard it. I heard it.
No, surely not.
I
The
may
greatest
not have
monster,
seen it.
the greatest
but I
monster
heard
known
it.
to the face of this planet is a mankind.
You know, boy, I'm very sorry that you're lonely. You can hang out with us for a little while. I'm sure we'll have a good time.
Ah, thank you. And you wanted to do like what did you say, Jimmy? You wanted to do a spot hidden on this guy?
Yeah, I did a spot hidden on him. I got a regular success.
Oh, okay. Yeah, regular success. You notice that as he's talking to you, he's got several teeth in the back of his mouth, which are made of gold. And he also has a very fine golden chain hanging out of his breast pocket. What you would guess to be probably a very nice pocket watch.
I
But-
passed Camellia. No.
Anything out of the ordinary for a wealthy businessman?
Okay. Well, Jimmy's going to make note of that, and he's also going to take very special care to seat himself between himself and Miss Camellia. You know, being her new right-hand man and all.
So this is your master.
Well, I don't know about that. More like, teacher.
What do you all do for a living? You all seem worse for the wear.
I'll
I don't
look
know
at
what you
myself.
know. I feel great.
What do you mean worse for the wear?
Well, he points at India and says, "Look, she is all bandaged up," and points over at Clay and says, "He can barely hold himself up. He's constantly grabbing his ribs."
He's just gonna hold
He
up
calls
his
you weak,
glass and
little boy.
say, "Grenade."
Hmm.
Plop it down.
Listen here, Kung Pao chicken. We just got into the biggest
Wow,
scrap of our
that's
lives.
Let's go. Come on, chicken. Best insult
I thought you were
ever.
gonna call him General So, but
With that, he stands up and he straightens out his suit. I have never been so insulted in my life.
Well, join the party. We just got our butts handed to us not that long ago. We could have died a little while ago. So please forgive us if we don't look our Sunday best while we're having a drink, okay?
If you must
She's really
know,
starting to grow on me there, Egg Foo Young. Listen to when he said grenade, by the way, he did not mean a drink. He meant an actual grenade.
in case you were not aware, in the town we were in, crazy communists probably got their idea from China and decided to blow up the train station.
Well, actually, communism came from the ideology of Karl Marx. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
What, do I look like I'm a nerd?
Does it look like
Yeah.
I read the
I don't think that
propaganda
Yeah,
word
does she
of...
look like a nerd?
Well, I don't know about you, but the women from where I come from are not learned. It's mostly the men. I guess it was expecting too much of you to
Are you
think that
saying
you
when
might
you come
know
from old
things.
boy, the women are the help now?
You know
Yeah.
what? I think
Of
maybe
course.
it's
I
time
mean,
you...
when did this China place you speak of?
I think it's time that perhaps you stop insulting us and we just get drinks. Waiter, can we have maybe 3 rounds of vodka for this table?
I'd have whiskey if you don't.
Clay's gonna
mind.
hold up
Hey,
his
whiskey.
glass again with nothing left in it and just look at it a little sadly and waiting for the next thing and just say, "You'll find out quickly that the insults go one way." Looking at it.
I'll give Clay my bottle of laudanum that they gave me at the hospital.
It's
Here.
so great that he said he's insulting us. Shit.
All right. And with that, he you can tell that he has been utterly wounded by your
Bless you.
piercing words, and he gets up and he actually goes to another table.
Oh,
Oh,
Thank
I was
God
gonna
you
buy
left.
him. I was buying him rounds of alcohol. He just left.
I go sit with him. Soul boy. Sorry about those rude people over there. Listen, can you tell me more about these subservient help women there? Because we are certainly lacking that here in this day and age. They seem so full of themselves and so above board. I don't understand at all.
Let me tell you something about China.
Well, please do.
The ladies in China know where their place is. That is in the home with the children. I'm sorry, child.
What do I need to pickpocket this motherfucker?
You would need to give me a
sleight of hand. I don't.
Yeah, it would definitely be a sleight of hand.
I'll leave that to the lady. Why do you keep giving me insanity, Moss? What the fuck? I didn't even do anything.
Nomi, I sent you a DM.
I'm working on it.
Okay. All right, so I will just ask the waiter to please send copious amounts of alcohol to the Chinese guy.
The waiter looks at you quizzically, but acquiesces.
Well, we offended him. You know, we are trying to ask for forgiveness.
I am sorry.
And you see the waiter
temple.
His pencil-thin mustache nods down at you. Of course, madame.
Oh, never mind.
I don't know about these things, Daxy. You think I know Chinese history? This is somebody I just thought up on the fly.
Clay is just gonna say out loud. He's probably saying this loud enough because he's been drinking enough. He's like, I was in China about 23, 24 years ago. The Boxer Rebellion.
Boxer Rebellion.
I was defending all the people that the government was trying to murder. The Christians, the Chinese Christians, and everyone. Yeah, it was quite a time.
My father died in the Boxer Rebellion.
Hopefully,
Are
on
you
the right
familiar with Huang Chen?
Everybody, Wang
Am
Chen.
I?
With the number of people in China, probably not. But I don't know.
John Smith, you say? No.
How many billion?
I can't say that I am.
That was my father. He was a preacher in China, and he was killed.
Well, I'm sorry if I was there and I couldn't have stopped it.
Oh, I harbor no ill will towards you. You are a very fine American, distinguished and tough, strong. And you can see that he looks up at you the entire foot taller that you are.
Well, just hand on his shoulder and say, "Don't take them too seriously. They pick on everyone that way."
Don't look now, Cray. I think he's enamored with you.
I can tell that you all have been through a lot. And why do I have all of this alcohol?
Just come over to Camellia.
Oh boy, that's how we celebrate here.
Camellia is drinking her vodka with Jimmy, who is also drinking the same vodka because she's teaching him how to drink. And India Maria is having her usual, right? What are you having, India Maria?
The ladies.
Double fisting absinthe.
The ladies are trying to apologize to you, sir.
You guys realize that this is only 4 hours, right? This is a 4-hour trip.
Oh, they're
So get them in now.
We're gonna make it seem like the longest train ride ever.
Listen here. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. So, yeah, let's just get the party going.
She definitely wants the Asian guy then and not us.
She totally typifies the 20s right there.
India, do you want to give me a constitution check real quick?
No. Why would I want to give that to you?
Because I asked for it.
You never given anything to me, so I want to give that to you. You know, if
I have allowed you to live thus far in the game.
Wait, Ross, you didn't even give me your herpes? What good are you?
That reminds me of Star Wars when Erudite was like, okay, now you have to attack Caleb with the Force. And I was like, no. He's like, what do you mean no?
No.
Like, no, I refuse. It's like, you don't have an option. It's like, I refuse.
You ask so much of me, and yet I don't ask anything in return from you, Moss. Why, You know what? Just because you were
She
friends,
says you
I
have
went ahead
nothing
and did.
she wants, Mom.
Yeah, and you know what? You succeeded, which means you can successfully double fist your absinthe somehow.
Hell
with a
yeah, let's go.
concussion.
Magic
And,
roll.
it has almost no effect on you. You're basically superhuman in your ability to double fist absinthe.
Wow.
Which I could do it in real life.
Have you seen her? Of course you can do it.
There you go.
He
Man,
act-
she effectively just did this to you and said, "No, I'm not doing the. I'm not doing a roll."
I'm 6'3", Moss. I can take on alcohol.
And you can see that as you're doing this, Clay, you notice that Huang Zhu is casting glances over at India and says, "Wow, she has a free spirit that I'm not used to. What is her name?"
Well, that is a term for it, old boy.
Welcome
I mean,
to the
it's not the term,
1920s.
not the term I would particularly use, but that is definitely a term for it.
Her name is India Maria. I think she has about 7 different middle names. I don't remember them all, but she's a lovely young girl. Just don't get her mad because she will slap you.
She is like a wild panda, which needs taming.
A wild panda.
Have you? I mean, have
What?
you seen a wild panda, Moss? Wild pandas are lazy as
Little
hell. Like they just lay
They
on the
roll down
ground.
hills.
They don't do
They-
anything.
They eat bamboo, which is something I do
They
in my real
look
life
at
anyway.
they look up the sky. They don't even move.
I
They're
get
like,
air
"Ugh."
easily.
You know, nothing. I think of nothing more when I look at India Marie than wild panda. You know, let me tell you.
Yeah, not a tiger.
Like
or
my
a
40,
dragon.
yeah, not a tiger or a dragon.
I think
Pandas.
he's calling you fat.
Pandas can be a very mean. I don't know if you've ever
No.
angered with a panda, but they can be a very mean.
Wow,
Especially
you
if you
did
get
what
in the
with the
way
panda?
between
Sorry, call
them
me-
and their bamboo.
Are
You saying
calling
she's
me
fat
cute?
and mean?
Are you calling me cute but deadly?
That's exactly what I'm calling you.
Huh? You know,
Saying he wants to see you handle some bamboo.
most men ask me for my number.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
For your number, what does that mean?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
What do you
you know.
mean? Do you have a number
Oh,
associated to
do
you?
it, Daxie. Do it.
Room number, maybe?
You know, most boys just ask me out and ask
Number
me
of
to
lovers?
go
What
on
do you mean?
well, you could give me a ring. You can call in an operator and ask to ring in. They usually ask me on a date versus insulting me with a fat, cuddly, dangerous animal that likes to eat bamboo.
Oh, we
Well.
did call him General Tso.
Just so you know, and he pulls out the
Looks
pocket
comfortable.
watch he pulls out his pocket watch and checks the time and snaps it shut. And basically, you can tell that he's like flaunting it a bit. He looks at you and he
Right
says,
now.
"You know, I have a sleeper cabin. We could go back there, and I'll show you the ins and
Oh.
outs of the silk business."
Oh, you can't impress me with last season's Cartier watch. It don't impress me much.
Wait. Did he just coin a new term? The silk business?
Yes.
Silk Road business. Oh.
Is it long and stringy?
You want to-
I think she put some absence in her
You can
drink
tell-
in real life earlier.
He has no idea how to answer that question.
you know, ladies, I'm not sure because I'm old and a bit daft, but I think he wants to show you his silkworm.
Oh, so it's like an inch long. Okay.
Ooh,
So sad.
No,
Yeah,
it's
we-
way bigger. It's a way longer than that.
do it at
well,
Elder Roll.
It's a way longer than that.
Hold on. I'm gonna do a spot hidden. We're
Are
gonna
you,
determine this.
are you looking at
success.
his silkworm?
Yes, like, I want to know if it's
Okay,
1
Moss,
centimeter. or
Moss,
not.
I mean,
Every girl has done that. Looked at a man's silkworm, okay?
you can tell that his silkworm is hidden beneath
Tiny.
his pants.
Okay, aka it's non-existent.
Between the pants. Beneath
I'll
the
look
It
at
is.
I'll look at India Maria and I'll give her the shake of I'll just shake my head, kind of like
So, what do you say? Want to go back to my cabin?
You know, ladies, I could be wrong here because I'm old and feeble, but I think he says he wants to rub you wrong.
No one gives a hell. No one gives a damn about you, Jean-Luc, of how old you are, you piece of shit dirt bag.
Oh, please,
Older
then.
than dinosaurs.
Oh, please, then go sleep with the Chinaman.
Go,
I'm sorry, I
go
wasn't even
talk
nice
to the
you.
wall over there with your bread rolls, okay?
Now,
For only
that is
5
a lady.
hours.
That's something, all right.
Oh god.
There's your
Okay,
breath of fresh
Can
air.
Listen here.
Untamed panda
you know
right
what?
there.
Can we tell where his cabin is?
He hasn't told you.
So okay, so we wouldn't have any idea of knowing where he's staying at. Okay.
Daxie is requesting an endowment roll for this guy.
You know, Jimmy, he's hitting on your girlfriend over there pretty hard.
No, I was just waiting for an opportunity. Jimmy has been shooting daggers at the guy.
Well, you killed him
and
3 times in Minecraft.
hands wandering,
You know-
wandering towards his 45.
Camellia, you can tell that while it's nothing to write home about, he's in the 73rd percentile.
Okay. All right. I'll still shake my head and I'll just.
What would we be considered since we're all 90-somethings?
You'd be in the 90-something percentile.
Oh, we're pretty good.
It's almost like it's a percentile roll.
Well, I figured, it would be more reverse, like the 1 or 2 percentile. You know what I mean? Because we're higher than most people.
1 percentile, 2 percentile.
Yeah.
We
See?
hung like great wildebeest.
What's a grape wildebeest? I've never heard of this thing.
And so if you're going by that, 70% wouldn't be so great.
Mighty dragon.
So
And-
I will. Let me think. India, what is your sleight of hand?
Well, my sign is Aquarius, but my sleight
the
of hand.
sleight.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I'm just being dumb. Sleight of hand. Oh man, it's a 10.
Ooh.
It's a 10. Okay, mine is a 77, so I'll do it. I will tell India to just kind of come with me so we kind of go to the table.
Powder our noses.
Well, no, just go towards him to talk to him.
With that, you see
And-
he scoots his chair out and he is just like basically spread eagle.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies.
No.
Spread the ear.
And you can see after all of the alcohol that you sent him, he is clearly drunk at this point.
I will like put another shot of vodka on the table, and then when I'll do that, I will try to pickpocket as I like move my hand out, and then, like I'll pretend to like almost fall down a little bit, and say, "Oh, sorry," without like holding onto the chair, not him,
Okay.
and pickpocket. So
Okay.
sleight of hand.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand with a bonus die, considering how drunk
Okay.
you've gotten him so far.
All right.
And she fumbles, and yep, it's a 73, all right.
2.
Ooh.
Regular success.
Okay, easily enough. I mean, you're able to, you fall down on him and he's like, oh. And as you're kind of propping yourself back up on the table, you slide the pocket watch out of his pocket.
Okay. And I'll be like, oh, sorry. We need to go powder our nose. You know how it goes. We'll be right back.
Oh, I can come and
sh-
help if
you
you
shoot
like.
me
I'm
a
not
wink.
talking about cocaine.
You shoot me a wink
No.
and let me know that he
Yeah.
stole it. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
as he's
hand him
getting up
another
to,
drink.
as he's getting up to follow the 2 ladies, Jimmy's going to go ahead and put himself in between him. He's going to stand in his way.
Ah, so
Howdy
you are
there,
the
mister.
musser. You are the musser, he says as he looks up at your tall, thin frame.
All right. I'll give the.
sir.
Once we're in the bathroom, I'll give the pocket watch to India Maria so she can hide it somewhere. Because she'll be
Hey.
better at stealth.
I am better at stealth. I put it in between my
Take the
corset.
blame. Make the help take the blame. I got it.
She's better at rolling stealth. So maybe if I give you the help option action, maybe you can roll a bonus die on stealth to hide it.
Sure.
Yeah. If you're just trying to hide it within your luggage or something.
Yeah, just hide it somewhere so it can't be found, and then he can't say that we did it. So if he sobers up and then he points at us, if they search us, they can't find it.
Should probably hide it somewhere where they're not going to look.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
like
sure.
not
Go
your
ahead and if you want, yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth with a bonus die.
Jimmy stuff.
Okay, I'm getting the
Down
stuff
John
with a
Luke's
bonus
trousers.
die.
No one would look there.
Bonus
John
die.
Gordon knew what we were doing. Like they're about to
Where-
steal the watch.
Where's my cup? Here it is. Here we go.
Oh!
Ha, ha, ha.
Extreme
Ah.
success.
Very nice. Yeah, easily enough. I mean,
my
you're able to
gosh.
kind of
Pulp Fiction did with that roll.
finagle with your luggage just enough to where you feel like you can create sort of like a false bottom.
I hid this
in
watch
one of your luggage.
in my ass for 4 years.
4 years.
Wow.
But yeah, you're pretty confident that should anybody go searching through your luggage, they won't find it.
Right. That dude is very, very annoying. Let's go see what Jimmy's handling him, and then I'll just peek.
Sure. Let's go check on our lovely Jimmy. Let's see what he's up to.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, Jimmy's standing over the guy, trying his best to look intimidating. You know, doing that whole hands folded across the stomach thing that the mafia guys do.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an intimidate roll while you're doing
Howdy
that.
there, mister.
Oh, I can't
What's
wait.
that?
Wow. Go ahead and give me an intimidate roll.
Watch him get a negative.
Okay. Could I do it after Jimmy does his little speech?
Do it. Yeah, do your speech.
Okay. Excuse me, mister. I couldn't help but notice you were getting real friendly with my associates there. Don't mind the train. It is awful loud.
It is a bit loud.
Yeah, whose train is that?
Oh, do I need to turn it down?
A little
But
bit.
it's-
No, that's me.
okay.
That,
It's good ambiance.
that's literally me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, Jimmy's waiting for the response.
Yeah, of course. I like a beautiful girl. What?
Yeah, me too, mister.
Well,
In fact, that dark-haired one in particular, I have my eye on her.
To be fair, they both have dark hair.
I enjoy a little bit of a competition. If you want, you
Well,
can
I
go
don't
ahead
think you're ready for this kind of competition, mister. See, I don't think you got the memo, but I'm something of a made man now. I'm connected to powerful people. And if I catch you hitting on my girl ever again, there ain't going to be able to build a wall big enough to stop me from doing what I'll do to you.
You tell him, Jimmy.
Roll it.
Yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
make
And
what the Mongols did look like. Just look like child's play.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, watch him completely fail this.
You can take a bonus die.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do
Yeah.
Eureka point.
You'll get a 3.
Oh, I can
It'll
take
be
a bonus
fine.
die.
Yeah.
Oh, goody. All right, here we go.
Fear the Jimmy.
Fear the Jimmy. He's only got 15.
Damn you! Get your damn hands off her, Biff.
Oh no!
Oh my Hey, you! Get your damn hands off her!
Don't touch her.
Oh, jeez.
You are a feisty
Back
one.
to the future.
You are a feisty one, young man. I am going to enjoy this riddle competition.
We'll see about that.
Sevvy, you're muted if you were trying to say something.
No, I'm just like competition for like what? I
Jimmy
think
and
he's doing badly.
You know, old boy Eggroll, I wouldn't mess with that boy right there. He's quite psychopathic.
Oh, really?
Oh, I've seen him rip people to shreds with his bare hands. He's like that guy from that book. You know the book. You read. Yeah, the one with the rabbits, you know.
Rabbits?
Yeah.
I'm not aware of what the book you are talking about.
Eh,
I know
You know.
Sun Tzu.
Rabbits.
Is it
Right.
Mice and Men or something? I don't remember, old boy. Something to do with rabbits.
Americans don't know how to write good literature.
I hate
Right.
this guy more and more with every second.
I'm
Every
gonna
word that
try
comes
not
out
to
of
be
his mealy
offended
mouth.
by that, since most of your meals consist of rice. It goes right to your brain, I'm sure.
All right, so I think at this point, like, India Maria and I, or at least I, will walk back to the table.
The ladies of the hour return.
Yes, finish him.
I trust that your noses are powdered to satisfaction.
More than you can imagine. I'm sorry. I don't remember I caught your name.
Huang Zhu.
Gwen, like
What?
when?
Huang Zhu.
You wang
Oh,
with it?
wing.
Huang Zhu.
When the ladies come
Juan.
back, Clay is gonna
Juan.
stand up
Your name is
until
Juan.
they sit. Is he standing or sitting now?
He is sitting and he's like
Okay.
leaning over to one side. You can tell that he is just like one of his eyes is only half open. Huang Zhu.
Clay is going
my
to, after he stands up, lets the lady sit, and he goes to sit down, he's going to bump the table and just,
Oh, the drink spilled.
say, oh no, and then just put another full drink in front of him and take the other glass out of the way.
Thank you. You did me dishonor and then you re-honored me.
Yeah, and he's just going to hold up his glasses. He's like, as an American author, you deserve that drink.
Oh,
Ah.
we got a couple of super chats here. First of all, John Gordon for the 199. Thank you, John Gordon. Goddamn Mongolians, you break down my shitty wall. And
I like how
Baby
you put
Gap
that.
for $5. Since our messages are being held Moss, we were asked by a top designer, we might consider an influencer contract. How good are you at massages? I am very good at massages. Well, thank you. Especially deep tissue, shiatsu, and any extras you want to throw on top of there.
Say happy ending optional.
That's what he said.
Happy
How would be
ending
number
is
13?
optional. You want the Royale with the cheese? That's gonna
Oh,
cost you
God.
extra.
What? Oh my
At least you
god.
didn't use the word
No.
mayonnaise.
Hold on. A massage and a charcuterie board? Hell yeah, sign me up.
Oh, God.
All right, and at this point, you can tell that he is basically drunk beyond function. He just kind of leans over in his seat and kind of just slobbers down. And you can see that the waiter brings over something and sets it in front of him. He, my sandwich! And he picks it up and takes a giant bite out of it. And just out the other side, you can see this white glob,
Manny.
Yes.
pulpy and
Marriage.
jiggling as it
Pulpy?
drips down off of his sandwich
Christ.
onto the
Somehow.
table below.
And then just bobble
Splats.
like a
You
fat
can hear
kid.
you can hear it splat across the table, and it just as the train rocks back and forth, you see this white mass just jiggling back and forth, almost as if it's got some sort of sentient life trapped within it.
Some sort of evil viscous flu.
Some of it get caught in like his Fu Manchu mustache.
Oh, that would have been the worst.
I love mayonnaise.
I'm sure you do.
All right, now that that's over, I'll ask the waiter to please take him away.
After he finishes his sandwich, the waiter comes over and grabs him by the arm and says, all right, monsieur, it's time for you to retire to your room.
Oh,
And,
please, mister. Allow me.
I look over at Jimmy and I say, finish him.
Jimmy gives a wink to Jean-Luc.
The waiter acquiesces and releases him into your care.
You know
Look
what
at-
room he's in?
Come
Where,
along, Mr.
He
Wang
will
Stang.
too.
I'll make sure you're taken real good care of.
Where are
Oh.
you taking me?
Ew.
Well, to your room, of course.
It seems our friend here is feeling a little under the weather.
And as you make your way through a couple of cars, and eventually you come to the cabin car, and he points. I think is this one, cabin 36.
Kevin, what?
Cabin
Nonsense,
36.
mister. We're
Oh.
upgrading you. We're
What?
upgrading you. Come with me.
Where are you going? Where are you taking me?
Jimmy's is going to lead him all the way to the back of the car.
Oh no!
And out the back
Train
door.
them off. Oh no!
You're gonna throw him off the train?
Oh my.
Well, if we're just going to jump to the end there.
Oh
Hey.
god, we got
More.
I can't see the picture. Is it Chinese erudite?
I bring honor to
I can't see it.
the family. Asian Mort for $20 says, "Take this, Moss. You bring honor to my family." Thank you, Asian Mort. I will use that to the utmost effect.
Against Jimmy.
And with that, you see he passes out. Oh, that's $107. Thank you, Smooth. That is a Eureka point to everybody.
Woo.
So hangs Zen from the
Yay.
train. Is that the movie we're playing now?
Good job, everyone.
Alright.
Exactly.
So as you're dragging him along, you get a couple of looks from the stewards. But go ahead and give me a strength roll as he kind of just like, you can see that he's like nodding and then just passes out and becomes dead weight.
Dead rate.
Man, if I were you, I would
He's
just
just-
leave him there.
He's just had a few. He needs some fresh air.
Do what your heart tells you, Jimmy.
Oh.
Listen to
I
your
wouldn't spend my
heart.
luck. I would just leave him there.
Yeah, and
Yeah, Jimmy tried. He tried to do his first hit and failed.
as you drop him down to the floor, you hear this gurgling sound, and there's just these
Ew, run
smallest amount
away!
that-
Ew!
and you see just the
Ew.
smallest amount of viscous white liquid erupt from his mouth
Ew!
onto the red carpet in this cabin.
I'm so glad I'm not there.
So nasty.
I've seen that before. At the bar that I used to work at.
That's what mayonnaise gets you. So
Are there people around?
you see
The
that there are a
waiters?
couple of stewards who rush over. They bring their white cloths out of some aprons, and they begin to
They
try to
bring White
wipe it.
Claws?
They brought White Claws?
Yeah,
I was
White
like,
Claw.
okay, that's not the way to resolve it, but
Like,
sure.
yeah, man, here, a little hair of the dog. I'll get you going.
All
no, they
right,
bring
now
these
it's a basic girl summer. Let's
white
go.
cloths
Woo.
to clean up the mess.
Oh, nuts. Jimmy's going to try to rob him.
Try to rob the guy?
Yeah, but it's too late
No.
now. There's too many people around.
It's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Clay
for
has
some reason.
literally just been writing this whole time. He had the one sip of laudanum. He hasn't drank anything else. He's like, oh, good God, this is too good to not write it all down.
I'm pretty much sitting back, getting drunk, eating food, enjoying the hell out of this.
Yeah, there's
Well, could I at least
no
go-
wall of drunken claws as history.
Could I at least go see what's in his room?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have his
Yeah,
key?
you
All right,
Uh,
hold on a second. Who feels like Jimmy's gonna run off again and something horrible's gonna happen to him like always?
Me.
Me too.
do you want to try to grab the key to his cabin?
Yeah, you know what? And Jimmy's going to say, shucks, Mr. Huang Sang asked me to make sure his luggage was okay. So I'll just grab this key real quick.
Okay. Give me a persuade roll.
Oh
I
boy,
hope
Jimmy's.
it's fitting
I'm
Or
gonna use it.
or if you're gonna do or would that be fast talk? You could do either a persuade or a fast talk. I'll take either one.
Either one's
okay.
better than your intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, or strength. I'm starting to think the mafia thing just ain't for Jimmy.
I think we all think that too.
It's
What's
wild
not
to
to
earn your
see?
concrete shoes.
I don't know, Jimmy. I think your best bet is to stay with Clay. He seems more your style.
Fast talk.
I agree.
Wait. Yeah, okay, he's gonna go with fast talk. Do. Use the Eureka point. Okay, regular success.
Nice. Yeah. You see a couple of the stewards which are kind of cleaning him up. One of them kind of picks him up, and he's basically just this human-shaped sandbag that is nothing but dead weight. Another one comes and fondles around in his puke-soaked shirt
Ew.
and grabs the key out of his pocket and hands it over to you. Says, "Whatever you say, monsieur."
Much
Well, they've
obliged,
done this
mister.
before, haven't they?
All right, so you
All right,
make your way.
Jimmy's gonna go room 36.
All right, you make your way into room 36. You see that the bed is still made. It doesn't look like he has spent much time in here just yet. However, you do see it looks like he's got a
Christ.
couple of pieces of luggage lying on the ground.
Ruggage.
Yeah, we're gonna start going.
Spot hidden. Spot hidden.
Yeah,
Look
we're-
around.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're also gonna go through the ruggage.
Is there a dimensional
Okay.
shambler in the corner with a lampshade on his head, just
Oh, God.
trying not to be seen?
I can't wait to see what happens here. Or hear about it anyway in the newspaper when they find his body. Oh,
All right, and yeah, go ahead and give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Oh, come on.
you know, Cleo boy, you're forced to
Okay.
point out when I do something foolish. But Jimmy here, you seem to have no.
You know what?
qualms
To hell with it. I'm
about-
spending my luck.
He's young and foolish.
I don't think any of us knew this is what Jimmy was doing.
All right,
Hmm.
so
Why
you
do
kind
why
of
do you think I pawned him off on our friend here?
I spent 10 luck to succeed.
you rifle through his luggage. You find a few samples, like a few swatches of different kinds of materials. You also find, it looks like he left a wallet in there that's got 39 francs left in it.
Oh, he
Yep,
needs so
we're-
rich.
we're
after
keeping
all,
that.
Successful
That's-
businessman.
He's poor.
And as you're kind of looking around,
He's a liar.
you stand up and you kind of begin foraging around in kind of the upper cabins of, you open up these like cupboard doors and try to look through there, and you can see that he's got all kinds of clothes and such stowed away in there already. When out of the corner of your eye,
Oh, no.
you see a form,
Oh, no.
and
Oh, no.
your gaze turns towards the window. You can see the landscapes of the kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slavens passing by, the rolling hills, which begin to melt, the snow on which begins to melt. You can see a little bit of the yellow grass underneath, but just in the corner of the window, you see a pale white face from the nose up, black eyes staring at you, and slowly the face fades away from the back of the window. You see this clawed hand come and scratch along the window, leaving marks. I'm going to need you to make me a sanity roll.
Grandma?
That's what it sounded like.
I
pretty
bet
good.
Frost loved that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
It's like mayonnaise all over the window. It's just sitting there going, and then put the smiley face in the mayonnaise. No.
I was making the sound of like cloths and like glass. Have you heard that? Like,
Oh yeah. Weirdly enough, you can rake your fingers down a chalkboard in front of me, make that noise, and it doesn't bother me. I don't know why.
But this does.
You're crazy.
That stuff bugs me. But
Oh, man.
that
You're a vampire.
I don't know.
Success. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm telling you, it's because you're a vampire.
Vampire hearing.
So
Oh,
you
Yeah.
blink, you blink once, and you're just there's something about that. You feel like maybe it was just a figment of your imagination, but you look and you can
Figment.
see the remnants of 4 long scratches along the window,
Golly,
almost as if
must-
it tried to cut through.
Oh my god.
must have hit a tree branch.
You know what?
Okay.
The nails on the chalkboard bothers me, but you know what really bothers me? You know those cheap brown paper towels that you find in like bathrooms and
Yeah.
stuff? If you
Yeah.
rub 2
Yeah.
of those together, it's like that just like sends shivers down my spine. I don't know why.
I know a way to give you guys a shivery feeling.
Wait,
The wooden
why?
stick from a toothpick or from a
Ah,
popsicle.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh,
Stop it.
Let's keep moving. Moving on.
Look at that! I got y'all.
You stay there or move out.
Dip it in some mayonnaise.
And about this time, you hear the train whistle erupt from the front of the train. And you look and you can see what looks to be a vast marsh on one side of the train. You can see on the other side, there is a large city coming into view. Belgrade, it is. You can see that you're coming in on the west bank of the river Sava, just before it merges with the river Danube. And a thick fog is holding sway over the marsh and makes its way into the city.
Lovely.
Welp.
Can we see the fog from the dining cart?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll point the fog to John Luke and Clay and India Maria. And I'll say, do you think our friends are here?
We have friends.
I'm sure they're everywhere.
I'll do a spot hidden to
God-forsaken continent.
look for the vampires and the creatures that turn into fog.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I too will look the spot hidden route since my spot hidden is so spot on.
Clay is literally just still writing, so I'm going to make a writing roll because he's trying to ignore everything else to get this on paper.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys...
What did I roll earlier? I don't remember. Something else. Oh, I failed it.
Okay. So,
Apology.
yeah, Clay, you're able to maintain focus and get all of your thoughts written down in what you feel is a concise way. The rest of you who made spot hidden checks, you look around and you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
I don't trust it. Do I see any Turkish people around?
At the moment, no, believe it or not.
Can I
Are
roll
there
a
any
call to
people
see if
outside?
this is
Not
just
in
sort
the
of,
train, anyway. I'm sorry, what was that,
fog?
JT?
Can I roll a cult to see if this is some strange sort of fog or a natural fog or is it out of the ordinary?
I would say either out of the ordinary. That would probably be more of a natural world.
All right. Should I roll that then?
Yeah.
I can do that.
I will do that too.
My rolls have sucked all night, but maybe we'll get. Oh, look at that! I've passed.
Okay. Perfect. So, India, did you want to roll it as well?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, give you something to do.
What does that mean?
It means you haven't made many rolls. I want you to roll. I want you to be a part of things.
Are you calling me lazy?
No.
You don't even call me for
He did.
dinner. God bless.
He did call you a
This is-
panda.
I didn't know you wanted me to.
This is why I fear talking to her. Even compliments will make her kill you.
The DMs are open.
Natural.
Oh, see?
All right. So, Camellia and India Maria, you guys have been drinking a little bit, and it's kind of gotten to you. It's hard to tell exactly. But Jean-Luc, you can tell that based on, the sunny day that it was when you left Vinkovci and the temperature drop over this vast marsh in the rivers, which make its way through this area. Oh, wow. The sounds just randomly started up again. Weird. This is a natural occurrence.
Okay. Seems natural to me. I don't know.
Okay, is this where we get off?
Yep. You can see you pull into the station. You see, as the train comes to a stop, the porters begin moving luggage for all of the passengers off of the train. You can see hordes of people in dozens of different ethnic costumes mingle here. You can smell the odor of wood smoke kind of lingering over and intermingling with the fog that's on the train platform. You can see that as you disembark, you are surrounded by a bunch of ambitious youths who begin to rip the luggage out of passengers' hands. And you see that one who actually looks pretty neat of hair and clothing pushes his way through, and he says in very heavily accented, but definitely English, may I be of assistance?
I'm gonna do a spot hidden to see, to try and discern the motive for, why he's talking to us. I'm wondering if he's trying to rob us, kill us or just trying to get money?
I raise my arm up like I'm about to backhand him, and I say, "Back away, you little vagabond. I can carry my own luggage."
Okay. He kind of backs away. He says, "Okay, I will not bother you." But you can tell, Camellia, that he doesn't really have any ill intent. But whatever the culture is here, you could probably guess that he would more than likely be doing this at the hopes of earning a tip.
Okay.
Don't smoke,
Alright.
you little bastard.
That he bows and introduces himself. He says, "My name is Peter Rittik, at your service."
Peter Riddick. Okay. All right. Well, maybe if you are you very knowledgeable about this area?
Why, yes, I live here. What would you like to know?
Would you be able to find me a copy of all the tunnels and subterranean I don't know, maps
What's going
of
on
the
with
city?
Mike, Sevvy?
I don't know. Oh, is it weird?
It's really weird.
Yeah, it's making some sort
hello.
of a strange noise.
Sounds like
With
you're
that,
turning
he
into a
says,
Transformer.
I do not know anything about any subterranean tunnels necessarily.
Is this
But
better?
perhaps if you go to the
no?
library, that's a little better. Yeah. He says, perhaps if you go to the library, you might be able to find something.
Nope, still messed up.
Is this where
It's
we
still
were
weird.
needing to go to the
Is this
university
better?
or not?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the one where Beddoes had told you that Dr. Todorovic is the curator at the National Museum of Belgrade.
Okay, so this is the National Museum is here where we need to go. Okay.
Correct.
And also a library, you said.
Yep.
Or did you not mean library?
Yes, there is a
Can
library
we-
here.
Can you push the map for us so we see what the stuff is?
I sure can.
Meep would
So,
do this.
do.
It's still messed up, by the way.
It's still messed up.
Yeah. It's like a weird hiss after you speak. Never heard such a thing.
I'll refresh it. I think
Okay,
like
we can
my
do the
audio
bulk.
was being weird.
Do you guys hear
Alright.
it? Like
Yeah.
chat? No, I know you guys hear it, but I wonder if chat hears it.
They probably do.
What is us? I mean, who cares?
I don't really have
Yeah.
anything turned on, but let me refresh. Hold on.
Okay. Gotta make sure that she.
If you don't hear anything, you're
back on
dead.
stream.
Is this any better?
It's still doing it a little bit. It might be something
little
having to
bit.
do with maybe if you have like a compressor on or a noise gate or something. There's something going on whenever you talk.
Hold on.
It's like a whistling or something.
Or it's using the wrong mic. One or the other.
But he does mention that there is a library. He mentions that is the National Library of Serbia, or you can go to the Belgrade University Library. Either one. The university library is actually relatively new. It was established in 1921.
Which one has older books and more obscure tomes, boy?
Clay's just going to step in front just a second. We need to get to the hotel first to put all these things away. And then you can wander off and go find books.
Ah, yes, the hotel. If I may make a suggestion, the Hotel Movska is very fine accommodations.
Come
It
here.
is,
Who
but
put
the
thing
Europa
on
is
the
even
map?
better.
I don't
Correct.
know. Okay, how does this sound? Does this sound any better?
Yeah, that's better.
Alright, I changed the decompressor. I'll try changing the ester.
Now you're cutting
now
out.
you're cutting in and out. He says, the Europa is fine, but
Too hoity-toity.
the Moskva is great accommodations. Very close to nightlife and close to anything that you might want to go to.
Well, you
It's in
sold
the
me
middle
at
of the action.
middle of the action.
Very good. And you can see he begins taking all of your luggage and arranging it into a cart. And he says, well, you see he struggles to lift one up, the one that you have all of these Sedefkar pieces. It says, you are heavy travelers. Do you like shopping?
Okay, how about this?
a lot.
That's
Is
better.
this
Better.
Much
Okay.
better. Much better.
all right? Do we know anything about whether or not these hotels are actually good or not?
You would know in your traveler's guide it mentions them, and they're both good hotels.
Mm-hmm. The Moskva has a sun garden and a pastry place, so the other one's a little more hoity-toity, which is why I was wondering if that was the best place. But it sounds like the Moskva is a little more down to earth, and also,
Yeah,
like I
let's
said,
go-
pastry.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
want to
let's
give
go
me
to
a,
the Moscow because he has
Yeah.
a pastry. Then
if you want to give me a
I mean,
psychology
I'm
roll,
all for it,
you can.
I mean,
Alright,
I'm
I'll do
assuming
that.
he's angling because he knows someone and he's going to make some money off it, which is
You
totally
pick
fine.
sides.
I got a 95, which means I got a regular success, Moss.
Yeah,
And Clay is going to make it as well, but yeah, he's pretty sure that that's why he's doing it.
I mean, wouldn't Clay have Googled ahead to see if which hotel was better?
That's exactly
Well, yeah, he
right.
did.
You can tell. You could guess that he probably has a deal with somebody there, and he stands to make a
Yeah.
a few dinar.
But I like his attitude and I like his way of doing things, which is why he doesn't care, because Clay generally just says, we're just going to the best place that there is. When he researched it, I looked in the player's guide and found that those were the best two. But he persuaded me with not being a complete jackass.
He likes the cut of
Okay.
your jib, boy.
All right. And
All right.
with that, he says, do you all like shopping? He says,
No.
oh, you don't? You all have all kinds of heavy luggage. You should go to the bazaar. It's a good place. A huge market. There are many stalls there to sell all sorts of old treasures, Ottoman, Habsburg, Byzantine, Roman, everything, you know?
What about books,
Mm.
boy? Old books.
I'm sure you could probably find a dealer there who might have
Yes,
some books.
I can find anything, but if you know where there's one, that'd help me greatly instead of me looking all for it, damn it.
Well, if you would like to have a guide, perhaps I could be persuaded.
I think
Yeah.
this is a fine idea. Jimmy, you could get a new hat.
Oh, goody.
I know all kinds of hat dealers.
Do you know anyone who sells fezzes, young man?
Fezzes.
I
Oh,
knew
you
it was
could-
gonna come.
You could go to the old Turkish quarter.
Oh, I will
There's
most
a
certainly be visiting the
quarter.
Turkish court.
Oh, yes. You know that the Turks compose about a strong quarter of the city, the Dorko.
Question: Does
Oh,
it
yeah.
look? Does
That's
it
those
look
same
like
Turks.
this? Does it look like this kid has been in problems with the law? Like, is he kind of like iffy? Would he know any
No,
rough
I-
fish?
I mean, you can tell that
Belgrade.
he looks like he's well put together. He's clean. His hair is nicely parted along the side. He wears a nice jacket. No rips, tears. He doesn't seem to be some sort of like a vagrant kid or anything like that.
Okay. Well, are they casinos or nightclubs in Belgrade
Casinos or nightclubs? Sure.
or speakeasies? Like, no, they have.
Well,
You see my strange-looking young friend there, little boy?
which one are you talking about? That one. He points over at Jimmy.
The gangly one. He'd like to find a whorehouse so he can read to some women. Are there any whorehouses here?
You are looking for ladies of the night, yes?
So he can impress them with his scholarly book knowledge.
Well, I think you should go looking for Now you put me on the spot. Now I gotta.
You want to know why this river is so famous? Because he saved lives.
Wow.
The name of it is River Save.
I'm pretty sure it's Saba. Just so you know.
No, save. I read it. Save.
Better
You
than the Blue Danube.
you should go if you're looking for ladies of the night. You should refer to the Silken Shigani.
There you go, Jimmy. You have someone to read your books to.
Silken Shigani. Okay, what about the casinos? Save the river.
There are a couple of casinos and things, but that kind of thing is sort of looked down upon in this culture.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling and such.
Okay. So that didn't answer my question. Where are the illegal casinos?
He will mention a couple of casinos.
Okay.
Are we
Alright.
traveling to the hotel while we're talking about this, or are we
Yeah.
still on the
Yeah,
platform?
and
No.
at this point, you can see he's pushing this heavy cart along with a good portion of his strength, as heavy as it is, and he's just kind of talking to you as he's going along.
Oh, he's Jesse the commoner. I didn't realize.
He says, if you are looking for a guide, my rates are quite cheap. £1 sterling
Oh.
per day.
A pound. An entire pound, you say?
Well,
Do you also
howdy.
do errands?
I don't like anybody knowing of our actions on the day.
It depends on what sort of errands you are talking about.
Sending messages here and there? Bringing things that need to be brought?
He says, I could be convinced.
Okay. Alright. So I'm assuming one of these casinos would be the right place to find the mob, right?
You can try, like I said, it's the mob in this area is probably minimal at best,
Okay.
but with any luck, you'd probably be able to find something.
All right.
Remember, chat, save the river, save the world.
Yeah. Oh, it is there where they did all the baptisms, says King Darth Dave.
Interesting.
I thought you said diddle the baptisms. I was like, what the hell did she just say?
It's her cult. They do things a little weirdly in the cult of Sevvy. I'm just saying. Submerging a tub of mayonnaise.
So,
Yep, exactly. We got to go back to the mayonnaise.
all right.
So
So,
we'll be at the hotel.
all right. So you approach the hotel, and you can see a large fountain sets out front, and the hotel itself is about 4 stories tall. You can see these 2 large spires atop a green roof, and in this large sign betwixt them, which says Hotel Moskva. You walk up these stairs, and you can see that Peter is having a difficult time getting the luggage up the steps, but
Thank you, Ruda.
I help him.
eventually, with a little bit of cajoling and your help, he is able to get them, and you enter in through the pristine glass door, and you are greeted with a very fine hotel. Perhaps not as fine as the reputable Hotel Europa, but very fine. You can see that there are like mosaic floors of blues, greens, and whites, all in intricate patterns all around the floor. Fine oriental rugs with some sitting areas off to the side. You can see that there is definitely a bar to the far end of the hotel, which is still open. However, the pastry shop and any restaurants that might be here in the hotel are closed as it is currently about 9:30 p.m.
Moss, when we got off the train, did we see something wrong?
Or no, it's about 8:00 p.m. No, actually, you did not see him disembark the train.
Okay. I look at Jimmy and go, let's go, mayonnaise. Anybody seen that movie?
Sure thing, Mr. Jean-Luc.
No.
Should be has no idea where to go with that.
Louis Gossett Jr.
All right, but you can tell that this
Terrible
hotel
beard.
This hotel is still bustling with activity. You can hear that the lobby is filled with laughter and chatter. And there is some very, very presentable hotel desk staff. A young man and a young woman stand behind the desk, ready to receive you.
Ha! Huzzah! I will walk over.
And the young man greets you. He says, "Can they help you?"
Oh, good. You speak English. I wasn't sure.
Hey,
We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms.
that would be. Let's see. What is the exchange rate? That would be about 600 dinars.
So $5.
Speak American.
American dollars. I'm not sure of the conversion.
Hold on.
600. Hold on. That is
dinars to dollars in 1920. Okay.
It's in
Oh
the,
my God.
Well,
There's
it's in the book.
actually-
Yeah.
Well, there's actually a foreign exchange rate document from 1922 to 1928 that is published by Fraser.
That's published by who?
Fraser.
Well, the guy from the show.
As in Fraser Crane?
Yeah.
Fraser.
Yeah, they say
In
the book here, it's,
salads and
a dinar
scrambled
is 25 dinars to a pound sterling, but they said the exchange rate could be up to 10 times that. It can, because your money goes really far. But
in 1922, that it was this is 1.35. So I think it is.
It's like $24.
yeah, it's 24 pounds sterling, right?
Oh yeah, 24 pounds sterling. Sorry, it's 24 pounds sterling.
I'm gonna send this to you, Ma, so
a
you
lot
can
of
do
money.
your research.
I've got not a conversion. I don't have like the calculator here, but yeah,
This hotel's expensive.
it's a luxury hotel.
Jimmy's gonna pull the clerk aside. He's gonna lean in real close. He's like, listen, mister, you probably don't know who we are because well, you don't get out too much, but
Oh my God.
we know some pretty powerful people, and
Oh no.
I think it might be in your best interest to maybe cut us a little slack on the price. You know?
For India.
Go ahead and give me a fast talk roll, or a credit
Very
rating, or a credit rating, either one.
I feel like fast talk is probably Jimmy's best bet. If you noticed or not, he's not really up there in finances. And I'll go ahead and put a burn a Eureka point on this. Fast talk. Where'd you go? There it is. All right, here it comes.
Man, you can do it.
Oh,
You suck again.
can I switch tactics?
If you wanted to try to push the roll, maybe.
Ooh, push it.
Well, no. If the fast talk doesn't work, Jimmy's going to try to intimidate him.
All right, I would say.
Oh,
So
no.
he kind of comes back at you and he says, I apologize, my friend. I am but the desk clerk. I have no control over the rates for the rooms."
Even
Go
the
ahead.
humblest of people have their place in the world, and I think we know yours exactly. And if you know what's good for you, mister, you'll cut us a deal.
Okay, go ahead and give me an intimidation roll. But since you failed that first one, I'm gonna throw on a.
Penalty die.
I'm
penalty
enjoying
die.
this new Jimmy much more than you.
Yeah.
Can I just do like sleight of hand to like just pay and wink at the guy to pretend to like let him cut a deal and just pay?
Sure.
Do you think we should put him as an ironic comic as his next gig? Because I
There you
think he
go.
would do very
Okay.
well.
So I'll just pay, but I'll wink at him so he.
No freaking way. Oh, that
Oh,
was so
no.
close, dude.
And
Would you like to spend 6 of your luck, of your 11 luck?
Do it.
No.
Don't do it.
11.
No.
Oh God, I thought mine was bad.
All right, so you, yeah, so he looks over and you see his eyes kind of glance over to the side for just a second, and then looks back at you. He says, "Oh, of course, for someone of your stature, I would be humbled to offer you, say, the employee discount."
That's more like it, buddy. Pats him on the arm. And don't worry, I'll put in a good word for you.
Thank you. You are a most gracious guest. Please,
Got
I
this
will.
one hand.
I will throw in breakfast on the house.
I like this guy. All right, Miss Camellia, I got this handled.
I want to
Of
fast.
course
I want to
you
pull him
did.
aside and fast talk him for a minute.
The hotel clerk?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
give you an extra $2 if you put some snails in his breakfast.
Hmm.
Oh, hard success!
Oh, shit.
You got a 6.
Well, we did have the Taste of France event here about a week ago. I'm sure they let some,
It'd be even
some
better if
escargot.
they're older, the better, dear boy. I'm sure he'll love them. He's a big snail fan.
Yes. I'm sure we can manage that, yes, of
You
course.
escargot your way and do it, old boy. I appreciate your
Yes. Only the finest for our esteemed American guests.
Yes, I slip him the money.
While they're doing that, Clay is just going to. There's another person at the desk, right? You said there was a.
Yes, there's a young woman at the desk as well.
He's going to just nod at her after we get the keys, and he's going to slide a few pounds over and say, "Could you please if you can have someone run out and get me a Turkish to English phrasebook, a dictionary, and have it sent up to my room, please." That
Or
would be
5.
Oh, of course. Yes, I'd be more than happy to. Thank you.
Thank you. And keep the rest for yourself. I'm hoping that's enough for the book.
I'm
right.
being all professional.
Hey, he
Well,
can pretend
yes.
to be a totally normal person. He had to, do that with all the military brass all the time.
So you all got 5 separate rooms. You are handed 5 separate keys. Go ahead and make me a luck roll, if you would, everybody.
Ooh, I like luck.
hate
even though
you.
I don't have any.
No, I know what he's doing. That's why I'm saying I hate.
Oh, no.
Holy shit, I passed.
I got a 99.
Okay.
Not
22 of 25.
So
For
you
record, Clay's fumble is worse than my fail. Okay.
Is he actually
All right.
fumbled?
So you are given keys to rooms 33, 34, 35, 36, and 37. Sevvy, as you are looking at your key, you see the tag on it says 36. I need you to give me a sanity roll.
I'm good.
Can you really lose what
All
you
right.
never had?
Extreme success.
You are able to kind of stave off the feeling, but it sends a shiver down your spine. You still lose 1 point of sanity.
Jimmy, I'll
You
give
know
you my
what?
key and take your key.
Since you went out of your
Yes,
way
yes.
to fuck her, and I got an extreme success, do I get a better room than everyone else?
You got the highest number room available, my friend, 37.
Okay. I'll take
mean
Jimmy's
number-wise,
key.
I mean-
So now Jimmy is in room 36, right next to Jean-Luc.
All
Jimmy
right, so
complies.
you all make your way up to your rooms. Eventually, Clay, you do receive a knock at the door. There, some hotel staff is waiting for you, and delivers a Turkish to English, or was it? It was Turkish to English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it delivers a Turkish to English phrase book that they had found. You can tell that it's kind of worn on the corners. You can tell that it is used.
Okay.
A few of the pages are a little stained, some pieces ripped off here and there, but overall, it is still very functional.
Excellent. It'll serve its purpose.
All right. Is there any?
Give him a tip.
All right, very good. He bows his head gracefully and makes his way out. Is there anything at all that you all would like to do for the remainder of the evening, or shall we just fast forward?
What time is it?
Right now, it's about 8:30.
Okay,
I'll
I will
practice my Turkish.
Same.
Gotta get it sooner or later, right? Right? Without the stupid book. Because I didn't think of that.
Nope.
Come
he's
on,
just
baby,
gonna
I won.
Spend his time doing Turkish. Now, did he has the book? Does he benefit from having a bonus die or not?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead and take a bonus die.
Where's my Turkish? In the middle of my sheet. Let's see if we can get something. Nope, not when I roll those. Look at those. A 90 and a 90.
Wow.
I rolled really well.
Incredible.
It's just not
Yep.
his night.
You guys know, I mean, it's tough to learn a language, man. It's very tough.
Oh yeah.
But you
Okay.
all spend the remainder of your night. Oh, were you going to say something, Jimmy?
I was saying it's okay. I should be learning Italian anyway.
Oh, I don't think we're going back there. Oh,
Now you see why I laughed.
took a second.
All right. So, you all spend the remainder of your evening in your rooms, kind of maybe cooperatively trying to learn Turkish. Maybe a few words kind of get a little bit less hazy here and there, but overall, you don't really make any sort of substantial progress, as Turkish is very well, for lack of a better term, foreign to you. As
You know,
many
you
native
guys,
speakers.
while it's usually languages come easy to me, this mongrel language is very hard to learn.
I can't get past the word cat.
All right. And so the night goes by. A little bit of frost forms on your windows as the night goes on, but you wake up the next morning and it is very, very, very cold outside. You can tell by the frost still remaining on your windows, but as you kind of look out, you can see that the town of Belgrade is already bustling. As any of you who know anything about Belgrade would know, there are about 150,000 people who live here in Belgrade.
Moss, what do I know of Belgrade? I have history.
Yeah,
roll
go ahead
history.
and give me a history roll.
And by the way, Clay, what the hell are you doing on my window, old boy?
Shush. I'm everywhere.
What are you doing, Clay?
It was Frost, not Clay.
Regular success? Okay. So you would know that Belgrade, or at least the site, was first settled by the Celts in the 3rd century BC. However, the buildings in Belgrade are, for the most part, relatively new. The only building older than 1830 is the Kalemegdan Fortress, built by the Serbians in the 1400s.
Are you telling me that I am plagued by the Irish again in their mayonnaise-hating ways?
Yes, that is true. Everything else you would know, as this has been a very conflict-heavy part of the world. Everything else was progressively destroyed during the numerous bloody wars fought between the Hungarians, Turks, Bulgars, Byzantines, Austrians, and Serbs. The royal palace, situated in the city center, is relatively new and constructed within the last 20 years.
Interesting.
Question. Nomi, did you want to roll for Turkish to see if you wanted to learn Turkish as well, like everybody else during the evening?
Sure, I could totally do that. Where would I roll Turkish?
So it should
Do you
be.
have
Let me see.
language?
If you have to.
You
gotta
don't
have
actually
it.
have Turkish on your sheet. But I'll tell you what you could do if you wanted to, since if you spent the night kind of attempting to study with everybody else, go ahead and give me an intelligence roll real quick.
You know, I would think if she studied with us, she'd get a negative score. Since we're so shit at it.
Did so horribly.
I only have intimidate.
No,
Oh
intelligence.
no, in main
Main
Oh.
page, it says INT.
I think her intimidate takes a place of her intelligence, honestly.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a regular success. So, you're able to at least pick up a little bit of Turkish, enough to add Turkish as a language to your sheet to where you can further study it. So I can actually, here, let me go in here. I will do this for you. Add a new language skill, and that is Turkish. Okay.
So Camellia will wait for everybody downstairs at the breakfast table.
Yeah.
Yes, continental breakfast would be fantastic.
Bacon, bacon, bacon,
eggs
bacon
and
wrapped
toast.
hot dogs, huevos con weenies.
Oh, I can't wait to put mayonnaise on my bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich that I'm going to make down
Well, no,
here
that's
today.
good.
Or a steak.
All right.
Bacon, egg, and steak
So-
sandwich with bacon.
Or my refried
Beans.
beans.
Or pancakes. Or waffles.
Mayonnaise
right.
and pancakes. Yes, excellent.
So,
This omelet's
Uh,
extra chewy.
yeah, you
Mm.
head down to the cafe, and there you are served Kaczmak, which is a traditional dish
This is not what I ordered.
it kind of consists of eggs and meatballs and what looks like sweet peas.
Ooh,
But
that
as
sounds
you
pretty good.
but
Wait,
as you
it's
as the plates are slid in front of you, Jimmy, you notice there was a little bit of extra texture on yours.
Yeah.
What looked to be shells. And there's a
Needs
very
ketchup.
a pungent odor which comes from this dish.
Ew.
Jimmy's gonna find that ketchup bottle and just absolutely demolish it.
Jimmy,
Give me a luck roll, Jimmy.
All right. All right.
I don't know how popular ketchup is in this part of the world, but
Probably not very. If they're
failed.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, there is no ketchup to be found, my friend, as you are forced to enjoy this meal the traditional way.
What about tomato sauce?
What about mayonnaise?
Oh,
Nope, there is no mayonnaise. Mayonnaise does not
Oh.
exist.
this is not a 4-star hotel if I've ever seen one. This place stinks.
Well, golly, I'm definitely giving this place a bad Yelp review.
No mayonnaise, no bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
As you kind of
Jimmy's gonna straight up eat the snail shell and all crunchy.
Why can't they have
Just
American
run through it.
food? I don't
go ahead and
understand this.
go ahead and give me a Constitution roll real quick, Jimmy.
Okie dokie.
I may have poisoned you accidentally.
By the way, this is the next morning. You said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we heal a point?
Regular success.
Yes, you do heal a point. Mhm.
Oh, you lived. Shit. I mean,
Okay.
excellent.
You feel as you take down this week old
Oh,
snail,
God.
the rest of everybody at the table can just smell this odor reeking from your mouth, and you feel a little bit of gurgle up in your belly. But eventually it settles as you take a few drinks of water and whatever else you might have to drink there, and eventually it kind of settles and makes its way down, and you're fine. Turns out week old escargot suits you just fine.
You know, it's not so bad.
Oh, lead belly.
Like he's saying this directly in someone's face, making sure
Ew.
the breath gets right up in there.
Jimmy,
Who's closest to Jimmy?
did you brush your teeth this morning, Jimmy?
Not me.
I know what you're eating. Not me.
Clay.
Yeah, that's why he asked him. He said, "Did you brush your teeth this morning, Jimmy?"
Well, yes, sir, I did. But you got to try this. This is delicious.
Your breath smells
Ew.
absolutely foul right now.
He's gonna fork up snail. Try some, Mr. York.
Does he see the shells in there?
Oh yeah, it's plainly obvious.
He's gonna just pull one out and be like, "This is a snail." Just drop it on the table. Clonk. You don't eat that part. And I think these are bad.
Yeah,
You
can
mean I've been
definitely tell
eating
those are
French
bad.
food? Gross.
Oh my god. Of
Without
course.
ketchup.
Without ketchup.
And he liked it.
No,
I
I'm
think I'm gonna
done.
be sick.
Shocking nobody.
Can I just
I will wait. I will
hand
wait
the
for
flask
everybody
over to him?
outside.
Jimmy's gonna take
Alright.
that flask and take a good hearty swig.
All right. And so, what is the first order of business now that breakfast is finished? What's the first order of business?
Either library or National Museum. Where do you guys want to go?
I would like to go to the museum since that's the person that we were told that might be here by Venos.
Get the epiphany that Jimmy is unkillable. He's survived being
You
stabbed to death
damn
twice,
it.
poisoned food, dream lasagna.
All right.
Got plot armor.
Unkillable.
All right. So you make your way out into the streets, and sorry, I was looking through Sirenscape for something. What were you saying that you wanted to do? You wanted to go to the
Museum.
library, the museum?
No,
Okay.
museum.
I want to go to the library.
All right.
Mm.
Where I
So,
can do the most good.
all right.
Like,
So you
evil.
make
that's-
your way.
That's a good point. We just started. Can we go to the library first and then go to the museum? Because it's still really early.
Why do you want to go to the library so badly? What are you going to learn about what we need not
I
at
just
the
need
museum.
to grab maps
All about the
in
area,
case we
about
need
what we're
to
looking for.
in case
Well,
we
you
need to
just
run
agree.
away.
Aren't going to be able to take the maps from the library unless you steal them.
Run away if
Ah.
you want to survive.
Can I
you're
make
not doing
copies of the maps?
Yes,
But
there
I
are
can-
Xerox.
I can probably pay somebody to make a copy of it.
There's someone there
And-
named Xerox that works there, and they'll draw it for you for a fee.
I'm going to go with what you guys want because none of the choices that you ever make any sense. But everything you do, even though it makes zero sense, works out somehow. You could walk into a burning building and come out with a pile of gold. So let's go to the library. Maybe we'll
All
meet a
right.
troop of dancing monkeys on the way to sing to Jimmy.
I don't know what you're saying. Everything I do works. That does exactly what I plan to do. Learn
You have
a little
zero
bit of
skill
knowledge.
and 100% success rate, John Luke.
Well, also keep
I
in
have-
mind
I have
too.
perfect skill and zero success rate.
Well,
Even
also,
when I succeed, damn it.
you
Oh,
also
that's
need to get information on the temple,
Yeah, the mosque, she means that.
the mosque, the
The
sunken mosque.
shunned mosque, yes. But that's
Whatever.
in Constantinople, correct?
Yeah,
That
that's
is in Constantinople.
But I want to learn about here and the stuff we learned about here and where this thing might be.
But the main thing too is it would be helpful to at least. I just want to get copies of like the city of like old map and a new map, so we have that for when we start getting in trouble.
Okay.
When we start getting in trouble. Not if.
I mean,
When
even though
we start getting in trouble.
I
Even
mean,
though we will
honesty,
be
I like
getting
it.
in
everywhere
trouble.
we went to, we've got in trouble. I mean,
Exactly.
it's a given.
All right. So you all make your way out of the hotel, and there, standing on the front of the, basically standing on the front steps, leaning against one of the railings, you see Peter, and he is currently flipping a coin up and down, catching it, flipping it, catching it, and he looks over. He says, "Ah, well, where am I guiding you today?"
Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow.
Oh, I thought you hired me as a guide. I'm not sure if you want to go around Belgrade without a guide. All kinds of pickpockets and gypsies, or chigani, as they are called here.
See, my dear, I told you this was a shithole.
Mm. Well, we can just grab a taxi. Do you drive?
No, unfortunately, I do not have a car, but most everything is in walking distance.
No. Are there taxis here?
We don't need a taxi. We'll walk.
Yeah, you can see
Without-
that there are. You can see that there are horse-drawn carriages as well as a few cars making their way up and down the street. You can hear the wooden wheels just kind of bouncing off the cobblestone road.
I just don't see why we need this guy. At
We
least
don't.
today.
Fuck off, boy.
He
You
shrugs.
heard
I
her.
think-
Scram.
Like let's connect tomorrow.
He shrugs and says, "Well, so be it. I will be around if you need me."
Okay. Right. We'll go to the library.
I thought for sure when
So
I came back you were going to say museum. I'm going to be like, you suck. Never mind.
Short round.
All right. So, which library are you going to go to? There is the National Library of Serbia, which is the much older one, and you have
Older
the
one.
Belgrade University Library.
Older one.
The older one first.
Okay.
You know, Sevvy, that's our new trick. Wherever Frost wants to go, we'll go the opposite from now on, just to frustrate.
And I'm
I
going to
mean, we
start
do it anyway.
choosing the opposite
Yeah, I'll
place.
say we do it anyway, so we're gonna have to get ahead of him.
It's going to be great.
All right.
Is there any
So,
catacombs, Moss? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
not that you know.
He's
All
trying
right.
to-
So, you
Oh,
make your
wait.
way.
Arma
Yes.
makes a good point. We probably need him as a translator.
Oh shit! I don't trust
Hey,
people
boys.
following us.
I know, but we might need a translator.
Oh, wait, you sent the guy away? I was off screen.
Yeah. Well, we're walking away. It's like, oh, actually, we might need a translator, so you can come with us.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, are you sure? It seems like you guys are perfectly capable of handling yourselves in
Boy,
Belgrade.
do you speak this god-awful mongrel language or what?
I speak multiple languages. Would that
Well,
be of
then-
use to you?
Perfect. Let's go then.
That'll
And
be-
Camellia will start to walk away.
That'll be
one of the
£2
things I
sterling.
know- one of the things I know most about this town, boy, is that little boys go disappearing all the time. Especially
he
ones
is-
with wise mouths.
He is unfazed by your comment and holds out his hand expectantly.
No, I'm gonna do an intimidate roll. Hold on.
I don't know. That was a pretty good intimidation that Jean-Luc just tried there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
can I
taking
roll-
notes.
yeah, should I roll intimidate on that one?
Sure.
I was trying to be intimidating. Let's see if I got any skill at it. Not a lick.
Okay, I will look at the little boy, and I was like, no, we're not. Now you either come and help us, or maybe things people disappear sometimes, and I'll do intimidate.
Considering you had attempted to, or you had agreed to pay him the previous day, I'm gonna need a penalty die on that.
I mean, I'm still paying him, but I'm not paying him 2. I'll pay him 1.
He holds out his hand.
Okay, I'll give him only 1. He asked for 2. I only gave him.
You see, he lets the money sit there in his hand and he waves his fingers forward. Go ahead and give me an intimidate roll.
Okay. I'll use an Eureka point for this.
Look over at Jimmy. This is the art of negotiation here.
Oh!
All right.
This is the art of inseviation here.
He looks.
Yeah, right.
He takes the money and puts it in his pocket. He says, "Fine, but only because you are so nice."
Good.
Clay laughs out loud at that. Let's go.
Well, one of us.
And you realize, like, he's young, but he's an adult. He's 18, so he's not like a child.
And yet he still doesn't drive. Bum.
Yeah. Oh, car ownership is not very common these days.
Yeah.
No bitches.
These days.
Sorry, that got me. All right, so you all make your way to the National Library of Serbia. And you can see as you pull in front of it, it is a multi-storied building all made of kind of this smooth stone with double rows of columns which stretch up to an awning overlooking the front door.
Where will this
Very-
be, boy? It's not on our map.
Let me see if it's on my map.
We got the crappy version of the map. I don't want to show you all the cool stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Let me get out of that. Where's my images? There it is. Let me see if it's on my map.
We got the handout, not the teacher's copy.
Let's see.
I got the answer key. Oops.
It is not on my map, so we'll say that it is within. It's within a couple of blocks of your hotel.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So-
then we got this kid with us.
All right.
Well, he will
so-
translate.
You make your way in, and you can see that the walls are just lined with rows and rows of books. You see another upper level, kind of an open plan. You see large windows allowing a lot of natural light in, shining down on the floor. You can see that the majority of the floor plan is just open with rows and rows and rows of desks and chairs with lamps set up on each of the desks. But you could tell that the collection here is quite vast.
Daxie got bingo.
Bingo! Well done, Daxie. Well done.
I tell the boy to ask them where the esoteric section is on strange things and magic and such. Point
Okay.
to it.
You see, he goes up to the librarian and speaks a little bit of Serbo-Croatian, which you're beginning to become a little bit more familiar with, at least the sound of it. And she points up to the second floor towards the rear end of the building.
I will look there for useful things.
And while he's doing that, I will ask the boy to
Peter.
Peter. Okay, I will ask Peter then. If he can tell the librarian, I want her to make me a copy of an old map of the city, and I'll pay money for it.
He goes and he exchanges words with her for, a minute, and comes back and he says, "It's going to take a couple of hours in order to do that kind of transcription," she says.
That's fine.
I'm gonna push it, Moss.
You're going to push a regular success?
Yes, I am.
Oh, works.
Good push.
All right.
Wow.
So she agrees to make a copy of any old maps that they might find. Is there any particular era that you're wanting?
Let me think. I want the maps around the fortress, Turkish town, the park, and the bazaar.
Okay, and you're just looking for, what exactly is it that you're looking for? Old roads, old.
Yeah, I'm looking for old roads, maybe like buildings that were there at that point that maybe are not there anymore. To kind of give me an idea of where things, for example, might be hidden, or if there's any type of tunnels or catacombs, for example. So a copy of, if they have catacombs.
Paris.
I know, but you never know. Croatia people are weird.
Wow.
You ain't wrong.
Sorry to our Croatian audience.
I'm sure we have 0 Croatians watching.
Oh yeah, and sorry again to the Chinese audience as well.
Never apologize to those commies.
Hey, the people are cool. It's the government that sucks.
They
That's
weren't
true.
always commies.
And their
That's true.
food is good too.
Yeah, Panda Express, you guys nailed that one. So,
Never been the one.
all
I
right,
don't
so
think Panda Express is Chinese.
you see that the librarian goes and she grabs a couple of. I'm sorry, Gamera, don't unsubscribe. But if you do,
Didn't
if
know
you're
he
in
was
the mood to
Croatian.
hit buttons, go hit. Never mind.
He might just be Irish and hates mayo.
Yeah, you see, she goes and she fetches some old materials and begins working on that transcription behind her desk. Now, Jean-Luc, what are you looking for specifically?
Esoteric knowledge on magical spells and anything to do with the Sedefkar simulacrum in this area. Since there's a piece here, or anyone who might have hold of it.
Anyone that might have hold of it?
Yes, like anyone's hands it's been in since it might be here. Any knowledge of it whatsoever. And spells. Magic.
Okay.
I know.
I guess Jimmy will help him.
For it, but extreme success. I'm hoping at least one time one of these libraries will have something fucking useful with my extreme successes, boss. But I tell you right now, I'm sure Dexy got an extra bingo from this one. Rolling extreme success and getting shit for answers for the library. I'm sure I will. Gamera got over it, by the way. He's staying.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't sound so disappointed.
Thank you, Camera. You're a credit to the
Say
Croatians.
yay! Say yay! Yay! Say
Yay!
Okay.
Credit to your species.
Vamp for a second. I'm looking.
He
for
was
something.
never going to leave us. He can't quit us. He's like
Did he
that cowboy.
Did he tell us to vamp?
Yeah,
We're
Vamp
like
for a second.
we're like Chinese food. You can't get enough. You're like hungry again an hour later.
Sure, you get a headache afterwards from all the MSG, but you're fine.
MSD.
Moss, the stuff that
Uncle
you
Roger love
posted for us
MSG.
earlier, I
That's a
accidentally
big-
closed it, but
Oh,
it said there was a piece in the Kingdom of Serbs and Croats, or basically something like that.
Mhm.
Did the history say what period of time that was in? Was that also Napoleonic, or was that actually earlier? I can't remember if it actually gave us a time period, because I know this town used to be a Roman town.
Yeah, it did not say.
Okay, all right.
So basically, all it said was to contact the curator of the museum, the National Museum of Serbia.
Okay,
You should have made
That's the
Chinese
only
guy-
details it gave you.
got it.
You should have made the Chinese guy sound more like Uncle Roger than South Park.
Uncle Raja.
Uncle Raja.
Hiya.
Hiya,
Let me see.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Fooya. How you not know Uncle Roger?
Uncle
Yeah,
Raja.
how do you
have
not
to look him
know
up.
who Uncle Roger is, Frost?
How do you all know who Uncle Roger is? You all
Uncle
have an uncle
Roger is
named
the
Roger?
best.
He's all over the internet or all over YouTube.
Nephew, how have you not heard of Uncle Roger?
You don't like food?
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
He is the king of Chinese cuisine food and judges the
He
white
is
people
the
who make
god
it.
of the MSG.
Wow,
Yeah.
I must be on the other side of the internet.
He puts
It
MSG
is.
on everything, even his mayonnaise.
Wow,
That's also very true.
Mm.
you people are strange.
What? Do we
Yeah,
live on the
we like-
internet?
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh, we're terrible.
Welcome to the
No.
terminally online.
Damn kids.
I don't think it's strange. I think it means we're smart.
Damn kids.
Yeah, okay.
Get off my internet, you damn kid. Kid, what do you want
You
from
figure it
life?
out.
Okay. So, you know what? I will.
Get back to us.
Look at that. Dave doesn't know who it is either. Darth Dave is with me in the boat.
Dave is
Yeah.
about as oblivious as anybody could ever be. You want to
I'm
be
guessing,
you bragging? You're right, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
guessing he's Gen X too.
as far as as far as any books on
Sorry, Dave.
spells or anything like that, I will have to get back with you on that one
Mhm.
because as it stands, you don't find any actual eldritch tomes.
Mm.
But what you do find are references to tomes and legends and myths of different occult practices that people might have had at that time and the effects that they might have manifested in. And it would reference different. It would reference different tomes. And I will get back with you on that one.
And it's a death card knowledge.
Um,
Uncle Roger.
and then as far as the Sedef card knowledge, no. I mean, it's a very, very esoteric knowledge that you're looking for. And it doesn't seem as though this library in particular has anything on it.
Okay. The only thing Clay is looking for while they're doing all that is if they have maps of what the original colony, Sigindum or whatever, Sigindum, I can't remember what it was called, the Roman colony. He's just looking at maps. He's just interested to see what it looked like before. And
Okay.
that's about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you see all kinds of different. You can find a quite a large map.
Hey, I did pretty well.
Very nice. Yeah, you find quite the extensive tome talking about the history of the area and especially the as it pertains to the Roman Empire.
Got to
dating
get the Roman Empire in here, obviously. I'm a
Yeah,
guy.
you got to think about it at least once a day. But you find all the history in of this area and the surrounding settlements and everything. You can find quite a bit of information on that.
Okay.
But let's say you spend a couple of hours there, and about the time you're done with your investigation, the librarian comes back to you, Camellia, and hands you what would be kind of a rough transcription of the map.
Okay, I'll pay her, and then I'll wait for Jean-Luc, so then we can go to the museum.
Museum time and cat murder time.
Woo!
Let me actually, you know what? Let me check something real quick here. Vent for a second. You got that
As you
there.
can see, the stream is very, very pro China.
Usually.
You know, with the cat murder and all.
Okay. Well, since he's checking something, I think like we can just say we're on our way back, on our way to the museum.
Jimmy's going to read a book to see if he can find a book on how to be a tough guy.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a library use roll.
Okay.
You know, you could intern under Clay to learn how to become a tough guy.
He fails.
Oh,
Must be a
no.
tough guy, not a caveman.
Yeah, at this point, you would guess that the Serbs, Croats, and Slavons have no problems with their masculinity and thus have no need for any books on masculinity.
Oh,
Wow.
please. Those big surprise, limp-wristed Croatians.
Called you American bitch.
I could take them.
I could take him.
I could take them. I could take any one of you.
Okay.
Ain't that right, Miss Camille?
Who's Camille?
Sure. Camellia.
Having a positive attitude is the first step.
You know, you don't want to get the boss's name wrong, Jimmy. That's a good way to get your balls cut off.
No, I'm in tight with Miss Camille. Ain't that right?
You know, she
It's
just said you
Camellia.
want, you idiot.
Camellia. That's what I said, isn't it?
No, you said Camille.
Not only once,
Hey.
you twice.
I wouldn't get it wrong. Come on, blood of my blood. Bibbity boppity.
Oh boy.
Oh, look at Clay. Like,
He's trying his best.
I told him it was a joke, and he's embracing his tough guy. So, did you know
Well,
that this place used to be a Roman colony? And he starts talking about the city, and the Romans did this.
Mm-hmm.
They fed a lot of Christians to the lions, much like, since we're talking about Jimmy,
Oh, you know what? I will give you this, Jean-Luc.
Mm-hmm.
So, you find reference with that. You find reference to an occult collection of scrolls.
I like scrolls.
The description of them fits the description that you were given for each of the scrolls pertaining to each of the pieces of the Sedefkar simulacrum.
Mm-hmm.
And the reference that you have says that they are held at the Topkapi Museum in Constantinople.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. Old boy and Camellia, I've learned something very important, possibly.
oh, what did you learn?
Apparently, the scrolls we're looking for the Sedefkar simulacrum are held at a museum in Constantinople called the what, Moss?
The Topkapi Museum.
Topkapi Museum.
I'll put it in the chat so you know how to spell it.
Interesting. Well, once we get whatever we're looking for here, then we know where we need to go.
And you thought our trip here was useless. I always find some bit of knowledge, even with all my skill, that is at least minorly helpful. Even if it is minuscule.
Thinking
Like
about
that
all the
petty
times
man-
that you never shared the information with the group. What? I don't remember you
know
getting
what
the
you're
information
talking
most of our
Oh my
trip.
god.
What's information? This is a lie.
All right. Well, we're heading to the museum. Well, that was very, very helpful.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
So,
I learned so much about Roman colonies.
now that so Jean-Luc has the location of some what seem to be Sedefkar scrolls. Camellia has her map of old installations of what used to be Belgrade. And I think with that, we are going to go ahead and end for the evening as they make their way to meet Dr. Todorovic at the museum, the National Museum of Serbia. So I think at this point, it is time for some improvement rolls. Who would
Alright.
like to go first?
I only got one.
I feel much improved.
Go for it.
Okay, so
Nope.
that's nothing. Let's roll that luck.
Surely you got to fail on luck.
You say that.
Hey. Let's go.
Oh my
Things are
God.
coming up, Jimmy. All
right.
righty.
I'll
Well
go.
done.
Intimidate. Nope. And sleight of hand. Oh my God. Just by one. By one. All right. At least I felt my luck. And go up by 5. Okay.
To the snails increase my constitution. You know, I wonder, but yeah, no, probably not.
That's it for me.
Sadly. I can go. Let's see. We've got 71 on novelist. Hey, that goes up.
Oh, you got a success on that.
Oh, got a success. Oh, I thought I got a 78. Oh, it's never mind. It does not go up in that points. Does continue in my rolls being too good for. Yep, I'm succeeding on everything. Let's see if I can succeed in psychology. It's a 94, so it's going to be. Yep, I'm really good at improvement rolls. And luck.
The luck's been good.
Nope.
Extreme success. Good Lord.
I failed. Success did everything.
Nomi?
I'm here. I did. Oh my gosh. Idea check. What else did I do that I was pretty cool at?
Looked up at the screen, so Frost casting a spell. He was like,
You did stealth.
Yep, you got a
Left.
stealth.
Okay, let's write stealth. All right. Okay, let's roll the look.
Fail. Nice.
Dang it! Okay.
No, that's good. You won a
That's good,
50.
yeah.
Oh wait. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then that's a D10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be like me. Actually fail.
It's doing that thing again. Let me try it one more time. Moss, do you want to go? Oh, do you want to go ahead and roll it for me?
pretends don't work.
Boom. There you go.
All right, 5. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yay. What else did I succeed at today?
Let's see.
Insulting.
Stealth. I just did stealth. My
Did you
God,
do
my-
natural? No, you failed natural world.
I did fail natural world.
Yeah, I think a bunch of the stuff you rolled was checks that you don't get to improve, like
Yeah.
your constitution and idea and stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So it's basically stealth and stealth and luck is basically what you got.
well, F me gently with a chainsaw. Then I'll go ahead and change that. Then
Wow.
I've done shit this week. I only have 5 rolls.
Oh, is that it?
I mean, you know, usually. Let's go with fast talk, shall we? Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, I failed
Yeah, you
by
feel
1.
it.
I failed by 1. That's amazing. And I got an 8. Ooh. 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 History. Eraser button. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to go well. Library use. Let's see. Can I improve my 100? Although that's impossible. All right. Natural world. Come on, baby. Screw me. Yes. Yes.
No, I don't think I will.
8 again.
hard pass.
Don't be mean. Spot hidden. Let's go. Come on. 99 or 100. Something that fantastical. You bastard. All right. All I have left is luck, and not much of it. I lied. I have all the luck. Come on. Give me something good, baby. 5. I'll take it.
It's very mid.
Hey, look. I'm back up to 30. I'm doing good. I don't want to hear it.
All right. So, is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Let me go ahead and swoosh.
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 All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this fine evening for yet another episode of Horror on the Orient Express. I have been your keeper of arcane lore. And we'll go around and we'll just have everybody let you know what they're up to in their lives, where you can find them. Let's start off with, who haven't we started off with in a while? JT, let's start off with you.
I will be playing some Fortnite after this with Michaela because I was going to go play that new Cthulhu game that I just got, but Michaela wants to play some Fortnite, so I'll go do that. And then check out all my shows on Sunday, Riffs, and the other one, Werewolf. And then check out all my other stuff on my links, please. But Werewolf is awesome. Check it out. And check out my merch store. It's very cool. And wow, Feline. That's heard the other thing too, so don't worry about it. I'll pass it to Jimmy because I know he needs to leave. And by Jimmy, I mean Chris. And by Chris, I mean that Mick bastard who hates mayonnaise.
Racism. Yes, I am KrisWithADagger. Find me on Minds and X. I just published a review of the Minecraft movie on my Minds account, but I won't be able to. Yeah, but I gave them both up for Lent, so I probably won't even know that you follow me or anything. And with that, I will go ahead and pass it on to Froste.
Was it good?
You'll have to read to find
Don't
out.
spoil his review. Go look at the review. I'm Frost. You can find me on Moonskull, Legend Seeker, and all my links in my link tree. And I'm gonna throw it right at Nomi. Catch.
Caught. Hi, I'm Nomi. You can follow me at Nomi Without You on Twitter. I usually do baking and cooking streams, and I think I'll do one tomorrow. I don't know what I'll make. I should make like birria tacos or like birria grilled cheese. That's what I'll do tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Well, Mondays here at Moonskull. Wednesdays with the GCA. Saturdays with the Rude Eye playing Split Fiction. So yeah, just follow me at Nomi Without You, where you can find the latest, coolest things that I'll be doing. Sevvy.
All right. Well, you can find me at my gaming channel, just Sevvy Love, which is the one I usually chat with, or Legally Sevvy, or my Twitch and my Kick. So please give those a follow, and I will pass it to Moss.
Yes, you can find me obviously here several nights a week. You can find me over on Tales from the Dragons Tavern. That is JJ and I's channel. Also, go and follow the Discord over there as well if you would. And thank you all for joining us yet again. Go ahead and if you haven't already, leave a like on the stream. Wait just a couple minutes after the stream's over. Leave a comment. Let us know what your favorite part is, who your favorite Chinese person is. And General Zhou doesn't count, even though he's my favorite. I already took him. Dibs.
X-ray girl.
There you go. There's one. But yeah, thank you all again. And with that, I bid you all adieu. Auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, and God bless.
Achoo.